What's good? What's good? What's good? We back in this thing. Y'all know who it is. Your boy B, aka Emerald Thous, aka Emerald Gamer, aka your favorite casual. We back with the pod. Still don't know if this the OG name we gonna keep or whatnot, but might be crazy podcast in this thing. Y'all seen the title? Gonna be reacting to a little bit of everything on Twitter, going down the rabbit hole like we did on previous episode, and also gonna be getting into the Rockets and the Warriors. So we're gonna be in here for a little minute, vibing out, chilling. Might crack a couple beers, might eat a couple tacos. Just got off work, so a little hungry. But besides that, man, let's get into this Rizip hole of Twitter. Let's get in this rabbit hole, man. I got a couple stuff that I already wanted to talk about. For real. Oh, my phone on the charger. Make sure I pull up the Chizat just in case somebody want to get in here. Oh, Lord. Let's see, man. Give me 1 second. All right, man. We in this thing. So matter of fact, we can start with a conversation that's already kind of prevalent. Honestly, Mark was a lane before Joe saved him. That kind of inspired me to tweet that. So
I got a little.
what's good? What's good? Flying low in the building. What's good, Brody? Let's get into this Mark Lamont convo since D. Frank called me out. He said, well, won't you debate him? I would, man. I would. The interesting thing would be like, what would be the topic? Because as much as I do disagree with him, I don't know what would be. Well, I wouldn't even say as much as I do disagree with him, but from the times I do disagree with him, like I know it'd be a lot of female versus male conversations where I feel like he leans more like a Derrick Jackson kind of. So it's like with that, could we get into like the state of like where women and men at and who is responsible? Maybe I don't know if that's an interesting talking point for him. Maybe politics with some of the liberal leaning things that he might stand on. So it just depends. But I say I'm willing to get in there and get in that field for sure. But let's see what Ed got to say about Mark.
I got a little beef with you, man. You revived this bum ass nigga Mark Lamont Hill, man. He was dead in the water. CNN wanted no parts of him. How did you revive this nigga? I think that's why I ain't do the JBP in a long time. Because I can't go up there with this nigga there, bro. I can't fuck with this nigga. I really don't fuck with him, period. He got hater energy, bro. But he was dead in the water. Vlad was trying to hire him. And I told Vlad, I said, yo, we should just hire him and just send him on bullshit interviews and, like, never put him out. Like, bro, we got to.
Right here, he's about to start roasting. But honestly, he didn't really have much of it. I was kind of looking to see why he don't like Mark. He really didn't get into that bag much. But just the CNN thing alone, bro, most these pundits and CNN, Fox, bro, like either I think they're low intellectual or have low intellect, low IQ, or they're sellouts, bro. Because these guys be so one-sided, one-dimensional when it comes to most of their takes. They're always conveniently on the same side of the fence. And I just feel like naturally, bro, most organic, natural human beings, bro, sway on both sides of the fence, whether it's certain conversations that come up throughout the years, whether it's certain let's just say, just certain things that just pop up and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, happy 420. I forgot it was 420 today. That's what's hilarious. Happy they killed Jesus, but they had him fucked up day. You know what I'm talking about? What else we say? Didn't I say Nas Reed? Yeah, you did say that was going to be a problem. Yeah, Mark trash. I think he just grifts. And that's the thing, too, just watching him, bro. He's one of those guys where if he feels the room's disagreeing with him, he's going to slightly backpedal and slightly change his take and stuff like that. And he's not the only one that does it, but it's a brilliant tactic even to a degree. But I notice it, and I pick up on it a lot when they having certain conversations on the pod and stuff like that. But like I said, I think most of these guys, like on CNN and Fox, like with most of the conversations that come up in the world, you can kind of see how they always on one side of the fence versus like some people have a little bit of liberal, some people have a little bit of conservatism in them. Like, for like, let's say most people probably don't really care about the gay marriage and other people having gay marriage. I would even say a good majority of Americans don't even care that other people choose to be trans. That's adults, right? But when you say, I'm going to push this into our schools now, that's when a parent might get conservative. That's why I say for time, like most people end up leaning multiple different ways when it comes to perspectives throughout just different conversational tones or just pieces or whatever. So, but for Mel, for example, she's a better example of it. Whenever it comes to a woman and man conversation, she conveniently never is on the man side of things, never understand our perspective. And Mark is slightly like that, where he has a bit of a Derrick Jackson in him. And I think that comes from them being puppets in that CNN. They know what gets to certain conversations to have certain people on their side. They know how to appease certain people and how to pander to certain people so they could get certain viewership and shit like that. And they've been doing that for a long time. Like, that's all CNN does. That's all Fox does. So to me, when I see a guy like Mark, bro, either for a guy to be so, like, you could put him in a box. Like people talk about me all the time. They say they think I'm making up shit, or they think I'm trolling, or they think I'm doing stuff to just say shit or something like that, or whatever they say about me, right? But the thing is like, I just so happen to be multidimensional, where I could think about and be on different playing fields and perspectives on things, where I'm just not always, excuse me, a conservative, always a liberal. Like I said, most people I think are. So it's hard to put me in a box on my beliefs. Some people think I hate women. Some people think all type of shit about me. But that's the thing, is like, my opinions are so different, varied, bro. It gives people these, it makes people have to try to come to conclusions. It's interesting to see the conclusions they try to come to, but that's not even my point. The thing with a guy like Mark is like, or Mel, or many of those Don Lemon type pundits, is like, you can just put them in a box, bro. Like, you can almost, when a topic comes up, you can almost guess what they're going to say just based on their previous stances and things like that. And I guess you could do that with most people, just being fair, but it's almost too easy. It's like, he's going to lean liberal. He's going to lean to the victim mentality or something, just kind of throwing shit out there. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about most people that come from those realms of university, because universities in itself teach a certain level of programming. Not everyone's always, going to follow that programming to a full T, but we all have it in us to a certain degree. And I think the higher you rise those ranks, especially in media, especially a media platform like CNN and the people that owns that, and when we talk about the big 8 companies and shit like that, and how they have a clear agenda. What is it? Time Warner. I haven't looked that shit up in so long. Time Warner, ABC, NBC, whatever. They own majority of all media, essentially, right? These people have a clear agenda. These people have clear narratives that you have to come down. And for you to be able to get hired there, no. And a reason I can see those type of perspectives, bro, because I know I'm a black sheep when it comes to most conversational pieces. I couldn't be on CNN. The topics that I would just choose to go off on, or the tangents I would go off on, would be so off the rails. I'll be calling out people and all type of shit based on how they'll think of me, in a sense. They would look at me as unsafe. Like, honestly, they would probably put me in a Kanye in a box, honestly, which is crazy to say, but it's just because I will call out Israel stuff like that. Just like how they do Candace Owens. I will call out feminism. I'll call out Biden. I'll call out black people. Like, I'll call out anybody and not be scared to stand on shit. And that's not what CNN platform is built for. That's not what Fox is built for. So when I see a guy like Mark, like I said, it's easy to put him in a box. And when I see a guy that could be easily put in a box, I either think a low intellect or a sellout. I'm sorry.
To pay him like, $1,500 a week? Just like send him out and be like, yo, you're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You're going to interview some rapper or something like that. We get the interview, nigga, and we just laugh about it on FaceTime. Like, yo, Vlad, look at this. This shit goofy as hell. Never put it out and just clown this nigga out. I'm going to host your chat. This is how diabolical we were with it. We're going to just hire this nigga and send him on dummy missions. Yo, today you're going to Culiacan. We want you to go. we were never gonna put that shit out, bro. Like, we were just gonna laugh at this goofy ass nigga. He used to be on CNN.
And I'm not knocking the sellout because it's the bag. Yeah, and I honestly, Flying Low, I appreciate you said that because I think it is levels to being a sellout. When people hear sellout, when people hear shucking and jiving and cooning or whatever this company, man, it is levels to it, bro. So when I say sellout, I'm more talking about selling out to being a panderer, selling out to doing certain things. Now it's other sellouts, bro. It's like straight up, like almost like was Clayton Bigsby or some shit like that. That's when we start getting into like this shit of like obviously that's on an extreme level. But I think it's like I said, there's levels to doing it. And being on a show like CNN as a black person, I think you got to do a certain level of selling out and smiling in faces and placating to certain conversations that you probably wouldn't want to. And I think that's life in general when you go to work for someone else. But when you work for those media companies and when media and journalism should be reflective of your personal opinion, that's when shit get dangerous. So it's not just a typical job. Like most jobs don't care about your opinion. Most jobs don't care about your research. Most jobs don't care because they like nigga they hire you to do mail. We don't care about your like opinions on this other shit. Or we hire you to go move these boxes. We don't care about your intellect unless you're gonna move up in the ranks or something like that possibly. But most companies don't care for you to be outspoken. Versus in journalism, that's your job. That's your job to be challenging. That's your job to do that. So when you can't even do that, because obviously when you challenge the status quo, which is set in place by the people that's your owners, there's a conflict of interest, and that's what's the problem with media and why they've been distrusted so long. So yeah, I like I said, that's with Marcus slippery because I don't think certain topics like it's certain topics you can really sell out on. The male and feminine, like male versus women conversation, like depending on where you stand, it could be really nasty because placating to the feminism and shit like that is a reason why a lot of shit won't get fixed in the next decade or two. So you could look at it as being nasty, but at the same time you could look at it as just niggas in barbershop talk. So it's levels to being a sellout. I say that. Like people say Steve Harvey a sellout. I'm trying to think why did people used to call Steve Harvey a sellout? People say Lil Wayne's a sellout when he say he don't see racism. To a degree, that is a sellout statement. That's a sellout statement. Now, I think it's levels. He's a blood. That's a little bit of a sellout too, if you ask me. Or a coon or like whatever you want to call it. It's a negative stereotype, exploitative, whatever you want to call it. So it's levels to all of this shit that we saying, but I still watch Mark. I still think he's a digestible person, like as far as his content and his talking points, but it's not a guy that I will look to for a lot of insight. It's not a guy I'll look to for a challenging article or something like that. But let's move on, man. Shout out to the JBP podcast. Kendrick? You want to get into the Kendrick conversation? My boy got his stadium tour, first day out. Couple key things that I noticed that was honestly just embarrassing, bro. I'm trying to think of a way to sum it up that's just not, this just doesn't come off as hate, but it is, man. SZA about to fall in the middle of her set, bro. When you talking about stadium tour, this shit's supposed to be streamlit, bro. You supposed to have everything in sync. And of course, mistakes happen, but literally the first day you're already having mistakes. So it just doesn't come off as the greatest rehearsed type thing. And then you backdoor. This is the Drake. You might as well call this is the Drake Stadium tour, nigga. Send that nigga a piece of the profits when y'all done collecting them checks for their stadium tour. Because we seen, obviously Not Like Us, Euphoria. He got different clips of him kind of talking about drop. And to me, I can understand how his fans would love it. Don't get it twisted. I get it. But it goes into kind of similar to what we talking about. It's levels to being a sellout. And it seems like the guy that says he's so above the industry, the guy that's so above being a puppet That's what it seems like, bro. It seems like UMG paid this nigga, hey, you gotta keep performing this. Like I was just being funny, like, but that's what a lot of people. That's how it's coming off, bro. It's coming off like he's either a paid actor or he's just in complete. What do you call that? I want to say incest. I don't know why the word keep invested. I don't infatuated. Like, or you completely infatuated. I'm like, I was like, what is the word I'm trying to think of? Or you just completely infatuated with Drake. And I talked about this on the pod, man. Like, in the Art of War, a lot of people talked about how Kendrick performed very, very well early on in the battle, right? So let's say the battle he did pretty good in, but it's a war, right? I think once he won the battle, maintaining the momentum and the dominance, the pressure becomes on you. Because the other person in a war starts to have nothing to lose the more and more things go on. And you have more and more to lose because you already have a certain leverage that you don't want to give back to that person. So when it comes to the art of war, I talk about, for me, and not from my perspective because I don't think Kendrick won, but from the perspective of a lot of people in hip hop, Kendrick has a trophy. Kendrick has this thing that he could put on a mantle. And this nice shiny toy that he could show the world. I killed this guy, right? That's what a lot of people want to say. The thing about it is, the more you take it out, the more chance you have to damage it. The more you like display it, the more chances you have to diminish how great that success was already that you accomplished. The more you keep bringing it out, it's just like anything. It's like mom used to tell me, it's like maybe an off comparison to some people, but don't keep counting your money in public. Like, don't just be all like just counting your money 2, 3, 4 times a day in public. Don't do that. It's gonna start to incentivize other people, or it's gonna have a better chance of you lose. Like, it just going. Like, I'm just trying to draw a correlation of when you have something that's valuable, you want to make sure you keep it in valuable environments or in valuable situations. And the more you bring it out, the more likely it is to be damaged, if you get what I'm trying to say. And I think that's the thing. You have to be careful with this precious, valuable thing that you've already achieved. Then when you start to do cringe things, like the Super Bowl performance wasn't that great. It seemed like it was centered around Drake. That starts to diminish certain things. For vice versa, it's about how you do it is what I'm trying to get at. The pop out, he killed it, right? That's the unanimous, that's the thing about it, bro. Unanimously, people said he killed the pop out. Then the Super Bowl, mixed reviews to almost one-sided, kind of saying that it was a little mid or underwhelming. But, people are just bots and shit like that. It's like, no, bro, people are objective and people can have their opinion. And like I said, how it goes both ways. When he did the pop out, when he did the Not Like Us video, for example, I think it helped age that beef and that victory better. I thought that helped. I thought that, like I said, helped propel it even more, right? Then we talk about what starts to diminish it, right? The Black Shoelaces song, Watch the Party Die, right? Because you start to stand on this moralistic thing that people was cool with when it was against Drake. Now you're trying to do it to the whole industry. Don't know if that's going to be received as well. So now people are looking at you, not at first, a certain type of way, but especially as things progress from that song and how people look at them, because then you drop GNX. Talk about Watch the Party Die, but got gangbangers, Mexicans that say nigga, like all these type of people. Then people going back and like, well, he did the same thing with Kodak Black, and he was Mr. Morale. Then he did Like That with Future and Metro Boomin, and their history is not that great. So it's like, are you really trying to watch the party die? Like, that's what these questions start to come out, and those moves only make people go back and look at Not Like Us to a degree, or go back and look at the whole beef in general. When I said it ain't even about Not Like Us, it's about him winning that beef and that part of the battle. People already gave it to you, so now people are going to go back and be like, well, he is this kind of guy that stands on a moral high ground a lot and then kind of contradicts himself. I've even seen his fans start to lean on that, or to to give that up. It goes back to it's like, well, did he really have a point in the beat? That's how people minds work. So you have to be careful when you have these grand moments or gestures, just like this stadium tour. If this stadium tour absolutely was just scripted to a masterpiece, right? It was some epic level Kanye when he was in the middle of the fucking shit. It was like it was nothing but water on the field. It was just him on the field and a mask on. Like, just doing so. And I'm not saying that's like the most genuine or the most genius thing or whatever, right? But versus like what he's giving now, it's like, it's not that it's bad. It's not that it's. I'm not going to give an opinion now because I only seen a couple clips, you know what I mean? But it's just that I don't think if it's not done as well as it could be, it takes away from that shiny toy, especially when you're not moving away from the beef and you're lingering in that beef. When you linger, bro, it only gives more chance for you to get diminished from the success you already had. Like I said, at this point, you have more to lose than Drake. Only thing that, like, people were saying Drake was dead. How can you do anything more than die? Like, what more can you? He was at rock bottom. People say he was gonna be Ja Rule and all this different shit. The thing is, he wasn't. So it's like, not only did he not die, which means that he could come back to, well, not even come back to life, but he could probably get re-energized on some shit, which we kind of see he did with his last project with Party. Like I said, it only lends to you being able to lose. Like, what can you do more than die? What more can Drake lose at that situation when everyone said he was at his lowest? You hear me? Like, that's just, so when you have all that leverage, if you move well, you can keep standing the gap, for sure. You could keep distancing yourself from Drake. If you was to move away from it, like, I thought Super Bowl, he should have moved away from it, showed his catalog. He drug out the Not Like Us shit multiple times, like playing it in intersections of the song. He brought Serena Williams out. He got it was disgusting, right? It was cringe. It was really cringe at best, but you know his fans gonna think different, so it is what it is, and they're allowed to. But like I said, you have all that leverage, man. It's only. You can distance the gap, but I feel like the way you do that versus what he's doing is not not gonna get him that achievement that he really wants. His wish is to put Drake in a certain place and distance himself from it. I felt like if he just moved on after that beef and just went clean. Honestly, the West Coast shit was cool. I think he probably should have did like 3 West Coast songs and then actually dropped the album. Cause y'all gotta go back and think, bro. We thought Kendrick, when he dropped GNX, that shit was gonna be a mixtape. We thought like that shit was just a here today thing and it's cool. But when the Super Bowl come, he gonna probably drop a realer project with, I guess, just more appeasing sounds and shit like that than just West Coast. But when you find out that was the album that he was gonna build a stadium tour on, that was the album that he was gonna build the Super Bowl around, I feel like he should have went a little less West Coast, right? So it just, those different things I feel like help narrow the leverage that he had after, you know, the world or the public said he won the battle. So it just, like I said, how I see things, and I think it's honestly reality. And with this tour, once again, if he was just distancing himself away from it, sure, you can do Not Like Us. I'm not even saying don't do that. But it's multiple things centered around Drake and this shit. Well, obviously, you playing multiple diss songs, and obviously you playing GNX, which a lot of that shit is in vain and talking about Drake. You know, like even when you're not like talking about him directly, you still got a lot of shit in vain towards him. So it's like I said, you might as well be paying Drake a portion, and a lot of people are thinking that, not just me. So you think K-Dot should have moved on and pretended like things never happened? The Crybaby suing his label. No, so I'm saying the best thing for him to do. What he's doing is not going to be the death of him, anything like that. I just think, let's say he had won, it was 100-0, right? now after the Super Bowl, after GNX and how people criticize him for the Watch the Party Die shit and how that was contradiction, so forth and so forth. It just slowly lowers that percentage down to where, and then you say Drake he dropped the Party Next Door album and shit, and how that Drake was at 0, and then that might have upped him to 25, and then you say Kendrick, couple missteps here and here, being contradictive here and there, and also lingering in the moment, it brought him down to 75. So it's like that's a 50% like difference when you say he lost 25 and Drake gained 25, and it's like you have to be careful versus like if the best way to move. I'm just saying playing chess. You can play chess however you want, but I think and the thing about it, the Flying Low, it almost is like you play Drake in the same way. It's like I'll watch that nigga and it's over. It's done. I don't got no more to say about that nigga. And you can still do the Not Like Us shit, but you move on and you could just feel that it's like, oh, he was on a genius level playing. He actually had something that was on another level. Like most people thought Kendrick was about to drop a classic after this beef. GNX is not that. Like, let's just be real. So I think if Kendrick would have focused more post beef on genuinely creating a classic album than a West Coast album, and maybe you have some subliminals here and there, I'm not tripping on that. I think it would have been that gap between him and Drake would have widened versus after Nokia and after all this shit with Party Next Door, Sexy Songs for You, the gap has narrowed. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying, Flying Low, it could work any type of way, bro, because the thing when I'm saying, like, if you really think a guy's a peon and you really think you beat a nigga ass, you don't really talk shit to that nigga no more. What else can he say to me? It's over with. And you don't really have to showboat. And that's just me personally. If I beat somebody else, I beat a team ass, I'm not a guy that got to rub it in their face. Like, even if we was talking shit before, nigga, what's done is done. And you can't do nothing about it, especially if I supposedly dominated you. So, like, what you going to do about it? So, when I move on, I think it show a level of playerness is what I'm saying, what it came off from Kendrick. Instead of standing on to watch the party die and all this other shit, and it just kind of went against him in the long run. And not, like I said, fully, but percentage-wise, like, it's taken away from something that he had completely won already, what most people think. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's see if we can, Kendrick's channel. Let's see if we can find some more media. I'm not getting into that bag, but people say they think UMG paid a bunch of people to fill up the streets. I don't know, bro. That's a little much. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know if I'm that conspiratorial. Breaking Grammy Award-winning Kendrick is being accused of puppets for the elites for his fans. It says from his fans. I don't know if that's genuine or not. After choosing to perform the diss track Not Like Us against the rap legend Drake for the 7th time now, but now it's during the Grand National Tour, Kendrick is being accused of using Drake to sell tickets and remain relevant despite performing this song at the Super Bowl and 5 times at the Pop-Out concert. January 15, 2025. Okay, and then that gets into, because you said 2 things, right, about him suing, bro. I think the Kendrick and UMG side of things from how Drake views it, it's really about his money. And if he could spike the people as well as 2 birds in 1 stone. And I don't think Drake gives a fuck about image at this point, bro. Like, think about it from Drake's perspective, right? This nigga was able to get off winning a fucking battle against me with nothing but lies. From the fake daughter to the pedophile shit, all this different shit, right? And no one checked him. And I just want people to be in your perspective, bro. If you got falsely accused by somebody at work or somebody in your family, how up it will be with people, bro. Like, people act like, I just know people, bro. I work in service industry. I work around people at a high rate with high turnover rates and everything, bro. I see people spaz out on a day-to-day all the time over little shit, petty shit, not millions of dollars. Like, bro, Drake is getting hold out of hundreds of millions of dollars along with niggas setting him up. Imagine if you felt set up by somebody or some people you used to work with, how up it would be. You wouldn't give a fuck about no rules. You wouldn't give a fuck about no morals and how people think about you. You would say, fuck it. And that's what the lawsuit is to me. I'm going to get my money because fuck you niggas. In other situations, I probably wouldn't do this because the beef is supposed to be the beef. But the fact that you working with these niggas, fuck you too, Kendrick. Like, it could have just been rap shit. But nigga, Kendrick hopped into 20v1 and along with the industry, along with Lucien Grange, along with Katy, I always say Katy Perry, Taylor Swift. So to me, if you were on that opposite side of feeling like you were being ganged up on, you wouldn't give a fuck about what nobody thinks about you, especially when you see that these people are fickle in their beliefs anyways. Like, if we was really judging shit fairly, I feel like if Drake thought people judged that battle fairly, a lot of things may happen differently, where he might not be willing to spaz out that much. But when he see that this rap industry that's supposed to be so integral or have so much history that people think a certain way, and people just hop out and pretty much sell out just because they don't like him, it's like, bro, fuck all of this shit. And that's just how I think most people will react. So if people don't understand that, it just is what it is. Would you defame a coworker who was texting a 14-year-old? Bro, this is a crazy analogy you're trying to pull. Let me slow down. Would you defend a coworker who was texting a 14-year-old giving them boy advice? What? What are you talking about, bro? I give the high school kids that I work with, bro, I would give them advice. What are we talking about? Like, I work with kids that's from, I say like 16 to 18. Maybe be some, it's actually probably some, I think it is some 9th and 10th graders that work there, like as host and shit like that, right? Or I think you got to be at least 15. So you probably got to be 10th grader or higher at best. Bro, the amount of relationship conversation that goes on where I would give them advice about how they should deal with a certain situation. What are we talking about? Just because you give advice, that's a weird correlation. Just because you're giving advice to a younger girl or a younger boy inherently makes you a predator or some shit. That's weird. I would feel like it's the opposite. I feel like that's a mentor. Like, it's just because I don't know, that's weird. That's weird. So yes, I probably would defend that person because, bro, there's kids that look at us like parents. Like, I'm 30. Those kids call me uncle. They look at me vice versa. I don't text nobody at my job, but I don't think it would be inappropriate for someone that's been working. Let's say it's people that worked at their job 8 years, 5 years. And they've been knowing these kids that's been there for 2 years, or some of those kids worked there a year or two. Like, they seen these kids grow up. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, if they were texting them, I would not think that's a certain, now, what are you texting them about? Does it go outside of the confines of an adult and kid relationship? I mean, what a relationship should be? That's not their parent? Then, yeah, that's foul. But just inherently talking to a kid about their relationships is not crazy, bro. That's what talking about being raised by a community, being raised by a village. Like, that's what that is, bro. That anybody was willing to give you advice on how you should move. Like, bro, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. What's Ayo about that? I don't know, bro. Like, I remember working with a guy named, my name is Jeff. Like, bro, we talk to him all the time because he'll come in with hickeys and shit, bro. So we're going to talk to him about his relationship. Like, and he'll show us his grades. The motherfucker have all F's. Like, he didn't really speak English well. He was but he was trying. But we was telling him, bro, you gotta try a little bit harder. Like, he had a 19 in one class. He had a 36 in another class. Like, bro, I give this kid advice every time I see him. Like, another kid, I think he might have just got out of high school. But he's getting into trading. Like, bro, I did text him. Matter of fact, I'm like, hey, bro, here's some links. It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't think an adult and kid having a relationship that's outside of family is inherently weird just because they have a relationship. I just don't. Bro, you have teachers, you have mentors. When I used to go up in a Boys and Girls Club, like, Bro, these people looked at us and looked over us for multiple years, bro. Like, you don't think I would go to that person for advice, especially when you think about people that come up from Rutherford homes. Like, I have family. I had people I can possibly go to if I wanted to. I wasn't really that person to go to people. Or I had friends at least, so I'd go to. Some people don't have friends. Some people, parents don't give a fuck about them, especially in the environments that I was coming from. And like, let's talk about the Boys and Girls Club. Like, some people, like they only time they really ate was at the Boys and Girls Club type shit. Like, we had a boy called, his name was Shitty, and his little brother was named Dirty or some shit like that. Like, Lil Dirty or something like that. Like, they was the epitome of what you see. I think it was Fat Albert or whatever. I think that was that show where it was like the kid just is a dust ball or whatever the fuck it is. Like, but that was a real life situation. So you to think that an adult that's like 25, 30 or older wouldn't see those kids and be like, hey, I'll be there for you. I'll be a mentor for you. It's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know, man. That's just my perspective. I've had multiple people, oh, brother, we about to get banned. We about to get banned. Hey, this is not my TL. This is Kendrick. Motherfuckers like, what you watching on Twitter? This is not my TL. I don't know what the fuck that is. I want to find some more videos of GNX or Grand National Tour. I get on that, yes.
Euphorious, this culture with society. Trying to see, first no do you just see the lights. Nigga, when his brains come out. At the same burner standard. This is not a tape recorder saying that he did it. Ever since that day, I was looking at him different. That was back when I was dying. Joe impacted nine. Back to stand on every punch's vibe. We adept the crime. Like a fan with 4 guns at a time. When this not a door.
Fuck is up, fuck you shooting for. If you ain't walking up, you fucking picking up the fucking pump. Hey, my boy went crazy on that song. Nah, this is shit I'm talking about, bro. Just get like, and he could have did shit like this at the Super Bowl, but whatever. But this is what I'm talking about, bro. Just being creative, showing you a masterpiece is what's going to like, you already got the body, right? There's no need to go piss on the grave. That's when people start looking at it, it's like, oh, it ain't cool no more. Niggas don't mind niggas catching bodies in the street. Then when you start going to shoot at the mama house or cuss, like, yeah, that's when you start doing, that's when it starts to get out of whack, bro. It's like, all right, you caught your body, nigga. Let's move on. And I'm not saying, like I said, he can still play the diss songs. But when I say let's move on, in a way that's going to help him, I think that's the thing that, going back to the Art Award, bro. When you have somebody cornered or when you have somebody down and out, you don't keep attacking them. You don't keep lingering, bro. You move and you start to formulate a new plan on moving out of that battle or that said war, bro. Because once you push someone to the limit or the edge, it could look a certain way or they could have a certain response back that you wouldn't expecting. And I think anyone can understand that, honestly. People don't mind vengeance. People don't mind get back. But there's a certain level of, okay, you got your get back, stop there. Once you keep pushing that lever or that needle, it gets to a point where people might view you away. And I think for Kendrick, he had an opportunity, and he still has an opportunity to drop a classic album or a project. And I think that will help him more tremendously than gloating and saying I killed Drake. I'm sorry. I just think that's logical.
Fuck this up, fuck you shooting for if you ain't walking up, you fucking punk. Picking up the fucking punk, picking up you sucker, nigga, die you coming from. Run the bullets coming from. AKs, ARs, AR. That's what mama said when we was eating every lunch. Oh man, goddamn, my hero, you killed my cousin back in 94. Fuck your truth, now call your head in the noose. You wind up dead on the noose. Ain't no bitch treat. Piece of bitches up to pre-approved. Bodies on top of bodies, obbies on top of obbies. Obvious, they pouring up between the shits like the Aussies. You was top on the trolley, any color correct. Make sure it's functional. They be coming you from? Nigga, fuck who you know.
That shit hard. That shit hard. I'm not
Where
gonna
you from? Nigga, where your grandma stay, huh? Nigga, this man city I run. If I lose in Crips, all got along. They probably cut me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, man, I say, yeah, 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 yeah.
That's crazy, bro. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop this, bro. Let's see what they say. The culture isn't feeling Drake anymore. Let's see if we can get into this. Drake make every rapper relevant. Argue with your mama. He's dragging it now. Drake must be the only way for him to stay relevant. And you got to understand, a lot of these people, like, this is a popularity contest, bro. I talked about this, right? With popularity contest, bro, it sways so quickly. Just think about it, bro. It's high school shit. Popularity contest isn't based in logic. It isn't based in, like, substantial values or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it's based on people's feelings, emotions, and the moment, bro. And I think back to the Nick Cannon movie, how he could go from lame and be the most popular guy to a moment where people was fucking with him or like thought he was the truth, to one moment changing how everybody feels about him again. Like, that's the popularity contest. And when you thinking about people, bro, how fickle people can be. So you think you have something that's solidified. You think you have something that's set and found in a foundation that's strong, and it's not. And that's the thing that's what's dangerous for Kendrick moving forward post beef, from using the liberals, using the council culture to try to get him out of here, like a Karen, or like, those people are fickle. They would turn on you just as fast as you could use them to be your weapon or your tool. No different than these fans that you was able to emotionally sway. So Drake say, and one of his last songs or something like that, I think it was on the Sexy Songs for You. You swam with emotions or something like that. So this is what that speaks to. I'm sure a lot of people thought that Kendrick won. I'm sure a lot of people that's in this conversation thought that Drake lost. But that don't mean that they're going to be stuck in that opinion forever. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about how the human brain and how people also are followers. So once a thing starts to change, that tidal wave can change quickly. Either way. Just like a forest fire or a tornado. Like, it could have been going completely opposite away from you and whatever. And all of a sudden that bitch turned right back towards you. You're like, oh shit, you're running away from it now. And that's how quick it is when you're trying to use the public as your metric to sway something, honestly, or anything, honestly, bro. That's why it sucks being a celebrity, bro, or athlete or anything, bro. Like, these people could love you, think you're a fucking god. And I've seen it myself personally with people that I went from, bro, thinking these people are the greatest of all time, bro. Like, just don't like them no more. And it happens, bro. I seen it happen with me in a moment, bro. In a moment. And I'm no different than anybody else, bro. I love LeBron from 2006 or 2003 all the way to motherfucking 2010. When he said he wanted to leave, I over him. That moment he lost a fan. When he said, I'm going to South Beach, I said, I'm no longer a fan. In that same moment, I just did not like the move. And that, in an instant, I had LeBron James jerseys. I think I seen him play a couple times. Like, watched most of his games. Would be extremely disappointed when he didn't come up with championships like early on, because it's like, I want him to win. I wasn't even thinking like it was a disappointment that he didn't. Like, I wasn't disappointed in him. I was just sad that he didn't win. I'm like, bro, that's my guy. I want him to win. Same thing with KD, bro. OKC. Then I got in a fight with my friends because I wanted to listen to the OKC game on my radio. And he was like, bro, put on some music. I want to hear this shit. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. This is my mama call, nigga. We're going to listen to the game till we get back home. Because I went to first of all, we had to leave the house because I was already watching the game. We had to leave the house because they forgot their controller already when they should have brought the controller to the house. Like, nigga, y'all know we about to be on the game all night. So I had to leave the game. So I'm like, nigga, we gonna go drive, nigga, to y'all house, nigga. I'm gonna listen to the game on the radio. Got mad at him. I'm like, bro, you can go home. We already taking you there. I had two of my other friends like, bro, you might as well take us home now, bro. You already, because I used to, bro, I've been there, like, bro, I'm not about to go back and forth, bro. Like, what do we want to, what do we want to do? And that's what my best friend is, bro. And obviously, like, we were still friends. Like, we talked the same day type shit. It just in that moment, it's like, bro, you like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I'm gonna listen to what I want to listen to, bro. You want to listen to music that bad, bro? It's a 5-minute ride, 10-minute ride. Same for me. I've been stubborn just like he was. That's why we great friends. But yeah. So it's like I was an undoubtable huge KD fan. When James Harden got traded to the Rockets, I'm from Houston. Nigga, I flipped my mattress. I was hot. I just seen these niggas hugged up. Like, we gonna come back and get this shit. I just knew we was gonna get a championship next year or a couple of the years to come. We had James, Russ, and KD, and they was young, killing shit. And Ibaka. I just knew we had something. I see you on the wire. And the thing is, I was at Oklahoma. I was in a school at Oklahoma at the time. So, like, talking about watching all the games that came on a local channel. Like, come on, bro. Like, when I seen that trade come up on my phone, flipped everything, threw everything. I'm from Houston. Like, we got James Harden. Not nobody else. I was still mad. Like, bro, how y'all break that shit up? But I'm like, fuck it. You know, we live on. We got KD and Russ still. We got Ibaka. Steven Adams start to shape up. We got other niggas off the bench and shit like that. We up 3-1. We lose. Fuck it. I think KD and Russ had faults at it. As a fan back then, I'm like, fuck it. When he lost to the Heat, I felt like we got cheated. We was up 0-1 and beat them at home. KD got fouled baseline. Would have put us up if they given the free throws. We would have been up 2-0. Going back home, think that would have been a chip. But, you know, they ain't called a foul. They win. It's 1-1. After that, he take over. But I was just like, fuck, it sucks. But I was still a huge fan. I didn't turn on them or anything like that. Thought we was riding. We lose. We up 3-1. Like, fuck it. We lost, bro. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson a bitch, bro. They cold as shit. It sucks. We'll get them next year. That's how I felt. I wasn't mad. Like, players mess up, bro, in the moment. So it happens, bro. I still was proud of my guys, bro. I still feel like my dudes are the best players in the league. That's how I feel. I don't care if my best players win a championship or not. I really don't. It's my favorite player regardless of that. When he leaves, no, him leaving, I would have hated him regardless. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, y'all been to the Western Conference Final multiple times. You've been in the finals twice. Like, I almost went to the finals twice. You was a game away, one game away from winning and being in the finals. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Only other times you didn't make it to the Western Conference Finals, niggas was hurt. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Not only did you leave, you went to the team. You was up 3. Fuck you, KD. And all I'm saying, I went into this long-winded rant because that's how fickle could be, bro. And I love KD since he was at motherfucking T, bro. Like, I was cheering for this nigga at Texas. Like, cheering for him when he was in Seattle. Like, bro, like, he was my second favorite player until LeBron went to Miami. Then when LeBron went to Miami, he became my favorite player. Like, loved him, bro. But all that love changed in a moment, bro. One statement. KD is going to the Golden State Warriors. That's all it took for me to be like, bro, KD is a fucking snake. This cupcake, like that's how it is, bro. Even the fans, bro, that's from Oklahoma, bro, they love KD, bro. He helped build an organization that wasn't there. How quick they turned on that nigga, bro. Even with all that success he did do there. That's how this shit could happen with Kendrick. And I think, like I said, I went long-winded to give a good example, but at the same time, this is how it is. People thought Kendrick dominated and all this different shit, but the moment you cross that line or tiptoe around that line and people smell that smoke, you better hope they ignore it, because if they don't, it could that like I said, that forest fire can change directions very quickly, bro. very quickly. All it takes is a moment, bro. And before you know it, you're like, what the fuck happened? I'm telling you, bro. He's dragging it now. Drake must be the only way for him to stay relevant. Wu maturing is realizing Kendrick was irrelevant as fuck until the beef with his fave, Drake. Bro, you're corny now. This is buzz. The buzz is over. That's the thing, too. You're still trying to dance on the grave when, bro, Drake is alive and well. And that's the thing, too. Kendrick had two goals, essentially, from his fans. They wanted him to win the beef, and they also wanted Drake to die. He accomplished one of those things as far as the fans are concerned, and they want to push the narrative that he died so motherfucking much. But the fact that he didn't die, it's a slight mission failure, especially when a nigga bounced back less than 7 months. And honestly, he bounced back a lot sooner than that with 100 gigs, but whatever. So that in itself is already dangerous territory because you keep playing, Drake is staying focused. And I hope Kendrick still has cards up his sleeve. I hope Kendrick has a classic up his sleeve. I really do. Like, personally. For his success and just for music. It'll be fun. I love the beef, like, personally. I don't think nobody died. I think both dudes fought well for their respective styles of fighting. And it was entertaining as all get out, bro. We had a week-long, like spaz out for two dudes. It really lasted 2 months, but that 1 week when so many songs came out, like, it was crazy. So I'm all for the fuckery, for the fun level of it, right? Even this lawsuit, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't affect me much, nigga. I don't give a fuck about UMG. I don't think Kendrick's gonna lose money, so I don't really care too much. So yeah, it's fun. So I say I would hope that Kendrick has something tucked up the sleeve because for his sake, we know Drake does. If you're still doubting him, hey, salute. That's a lot of belief. That's all I'm going to say. If you're still doubting Drake at this point, that's a lot of belief. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're giving it all you got. Because from 100 gigs to the No Face to blue, green, red, bro, all those songs are smash. Sideways, all those songs are smashes to me. You know, niggas hate circadian rhythm. Why the fuck am I up? Like, bro, he was cooking shit, but hey, niggas was hating on that segment. They was like, we're not ready to like him yet. We're still gonna just try hate. Fuck it, that's cool. I understand it, right? Time kept going by. Forget else. He did something else. Obviously, 100 gigs. And then as time kept going by, I can't think of some of the stuff before the for your Sexy Songs for You drop. What the fuck did he? He did something right before Sexy Songs for You. It's not coming to me. But then you drop Sexy Songs for You, and like I said, man, the boy got something tucked. So if you ain't believing, you don't think he got something else on his solo project he cooking up? Like, he was talking shit. Don't get it too. He was talking shit. And being humble, too. I think he was talking shit and being humble in that Sexy Songs for You, to be honest. But to think he ain't got a classic left in him, at least one? Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Say, man. What that boy Kendrick say? At this point, Jay need to send his invoice. Hey, Drake already said it, man. I got to start sending you boys invoices because what he told Pusha T, nigga, I just helped you sell that album. Salute. Salute. Me and Whitney Houston. Without us, nigga, where would you be? As Kanye say, broke. Probably more richer than me, so I only can say it with so much energy. But it's entertainment. But in reality, that's the funny shit. Send me that invoice, bro. Y'all niggas is clout chasing. Y'all niggas is getting y'all bags off me, bro. And I think it's utterly hilarious to tell a nigga to send your invoice because he clout chasing off your name. I really do. Reading the comments to see how many Drake fans are here to say it's corny or he needs to let it go while Drake been dragging it all winter and even suing. Shout out to Flying Low, Burner. According to Corey, Drake is suing and still sneak dissing. I don't want to hear about dragging it. I respect that opinion, honestly. Honestly, I respect that opinion. But two rights don't make a championship. Two rights don't make a wrong. Two rights don't make give me a solidified security. Or 2 wrongs don't give me solidified security. So, yes, Drake is dragging it. But Drake had nothing to lose. You dragging it, you have more to lose. You have the image that you built to lose or diminish. Versus Drake, people already said he was dead. So if he's dragging it, or even if he was doing shit well or bad, it doesn't really matter because he was already fighting for his life. So people say he was in a casket. People say he was dead, right? Meanwhile, you're alive and breathing. Like, and you keep, like I said, you can do anything you want to do. I just don't think it's the wisest thing to do. Especially if you already won. That's just like anything, bro. If you were in the streets and you came up on something, get out the streets. You came up on a lick. You did something where something substantial happened for you. Bro, get out the streets. Don't keep doing it. You keep dragging that lifestyle, you're inviting something bad to happen, or for you to lose that bag that you had, or anything, like, or to diminish what, like, bro, to get caught, all type of shit, bro. And that's just in that analogy. Like, you get the bag, bro. Get out of there and hit the gas. And you could turn a little bit and all that. I'm not saying you can't. You could sub distance. I think you could do all of that. I'm more talking about his biggest moments of post beef has been centered around Drake. That's not good. I don't mind sneak disses on the album. I don't mind even little subs or even playing a Not Like Us song. But having Serena Williams there. Like, come on, bro. You're dragging it. That's the thing. It's like how you do it, bro. Like, I don't think people would have tripped. Like, but like I said, it's a slippery slope. You want to do the same thing that Drake doing? Y'all not on the equal playing field. So why would you try to move with a guy that's not even on your same playing field? Supposedly Drake is dead. Supposedly Drake is at rock bottom. Why would you be moving the same way a guy at rock bottom is moving when you supposed to be on a pedestal? That's the thing that when listening to certain people think, I'm like, or talk, I'm like, bro, I don't know if it's low intellect, bias, or just not trying to have wisdom. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to give game to a guy that I would say to anybody that was in that circumstance, bro. If you came up, bro, and it was in a way that you had to battle or take risk, nigga, don't go back in there. Get out of there. You already came up. That's like me going to make $1 million in the stock and going back and trade tomorrow. Like, hey, brother, you came up. Take a break. Let's reevaluate how you want to move because you've never had $1 million before. Not to speak in Kendrick's case before, but I mean, even then, Kendrick's never been in a beef before. So let's slow down and really, really evaluate how we should move, how we should approach these things going forward. I think that's important. I think that's smart. Like if I said, if I hit $1 million in the stock market, maybe I shouldn't day trade the way I had been day trading. Like, I'm not saying change up my tactics completely, but I was probably trading with a certain capital that I might need to move up. I might want to start to invest in some more long-term shit instead of just day trading. Like, it's time to reevaluate how you move. And yes, you could give all that $1 million back tomorrow if you keep fucking playing. Let's say you up $1 million, but you didn't sell. But your account's $1 million, but you still in there open. And let's say you was in some meme coin account. The bitch drop back down tomorrow. Nigga, you took another risk by being in there another day. You didn't have to be. You was up $1 million. But you wanted $1.5 million or $2 million. Okay. You took a risk instead of just keeping the bag and getting out there with a solid approach. I ain't never made no million in no stock, by the way. I'm just saying. even if you made 50, I feel like if you made 10K, 5K, like anything over 5K or more, bro, hey, let's just reevaluate. We got a certain amount of capital. We don't want to just blow this capital away. Because, bro, you can blow 5K in a day. You can blow $1 million in an account in a day if you over leverage. It'll happen in a blink of an eye. I swear to God. So, it's no different with this shit. When it's time to take risks and you came up, that's cool. You went in a battle, you came out. A lot of people say scotch free. why go back up there and try to get a dent on your bumper? Why put yourself in a place where your car could get keyed? That's all I'm saying. Drake lives in Dude, Harry, and Free. This is sad. Biggest tour of his career, thanks to Drake. Biggest moment of his career, thanks to Drake. You're welcome. The Owl is still number one. Drake made him relevant again. This is the most attention he's going to get off Drake's back. He needs to thank him for that. You could thank me now. My boy prophesized it. The tumble, I said SAA. The tumble SZA took was karma, believe it or not. Maybe. I just think it speaks to the chemistry. I think it just speaks to the rushness of this thing. I think it just speaks to this not being a real vision. I feel like if this was a real vision of Kendrick, bro, this shit would have been really executed so much better. Or, because I'm giving him credit of being a genius, bro. Honestly, I think he's a guy that when he is left to his own devices, he could probably create a classic. If not, maybe we need to talk about another conversation. But I be having faith in Kendrick, like how so many people do. And then when GNX and the Grand National Tour is based on GNX, and this is supposed to be the stadium tour, this is supposed to be a biggest tour of all time, and you're doing it off the backs of an album like GNX. When GNX, people were saying it only took 30 days to make. Like, let's be real. Somebody said Kendrick called them up, and it took them a couple days to make the song. Like, bro, that's not, I'm going to make a classic material. That's me moving off a whim because I'm moving reactionary. That's how it feels. And I feel like Kendrick is more planned out than that. But maybe I'm wrong. And it just shows when it comes to the big stage, bro. You can have mistakes. You can have missteps. And not everybody might want to acknowledge it, but for the people that can see it, bro, it's very clear to see. Like, to me, it's just like the Super Bowl performance, like all of that, to me, it just felt like we're putting something together. Not I have a vision. Like, if I hear a guy with a stadium tour, I feel like he's going to have a vision from every moment. And everything has, like, Beyonce is the perfect example. Need I say less, bro? She's going to create a theme. She's going to create a whole season. Like, bro, like, she's going to whole new style of dress or however the fuck. Like, she's cowboy girl, this writing about. Other times, who knows? Like, Renaissance, I don't remember. I don't fucking know. I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm just saying. That's what I would expect when someone's saying they trying to take a leap to a new thing. I'm like, oh, this he's thinking big. And when I say a guy's thinking big, I'm also thinking that he has something that's going to be, like, especially musically, that's going to reflect that. Like, if you're going to go on a stadium tour, I'm like, oh, he must have some he ready to drop. Luther was cool. Man, I get it's number one. Not like us and Luther. That's what inspires the stadium tour. Euphoria. And then obviously it's some of his older shit. I'm not tripping on that. But I would expect it to be able to, like, live off of a classic album if he was going to do a stadium tour. Me personally. But it was a classic moment, so maybe that's the thing. But that's when you start getting into dangerous territories, because we really here for the music, my boy. All this other antics is cool, but it only goes so far. Let's move on, though. We about to get into this Gizang. I think I could listen to the sound, right? Without getting clipped.
NBA playoffs.
All right, boy, let's get another one.
Time for liftoff. Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and the Hungry Warriors are back in familiar territory on the hunt for an NBA championship. But Alfred Sengun, Jalen Green, and the young, explosive Rockets are ready to let the world know they belong. 3,
Bro,
2,
I'm
1.
so conflicted in this series because I really like the Warriors.
Next on
I've been
TNT.
liking the Warriors since, like, post KD,
This is
honestly.
our last go round. You're not putting this on tape, are you?
There's been a lot of questions.
Forever show, people would miss it.
They should trade me to the food channel.
Have a great show, gentlemen.
Ain't nobody do it like us. Are you not entertained?
You got the Rockets, man. You got my Rockets, man. I can't go
wanted to
against
go
my
see
Rockets,
some
man.
kids.
It's tough.
Priceline and get a last-minute flight deal.
It's so tough,
Travel
bro.
safe, man. Child. Priceline.
Lesson number 3. They won't feel your fit out there until you feel it in here.
It's like I love to see Houston get a ring, but I don't even think it's their time yet, right? That's the confliction.
This is wild. I can't believe this.
Versus
Take it from the
if
top.
Curry get a
You
ring,
love
you know how
cleaning
many
this
nasty
carpet.
takes I'm gonna be able to get
In
off?
fact, Clorox's latest
You know how
experiment
many
proved you
how
enjoyed
many
it more than a manicure.
anti-LeBron takes I'm gonna be able to get off?
We think
If
would
Curry
make you
get
feel
5
good.
and LeBron's
People who
taking
come to
4,
cricket stay with cricket, like Gwendolyn.
and he got swept in the first round, or he not swept. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say swept. Or he losing the first round.
That's it. Welcome to life
That's,
without hidden
actually-
fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Okay, we back.
Hey, it's a game break presented by
But yeah,
PayPal.
I'll be able to get some takes on. Because the
means
thing
we get
is,
some money,
he's gonna lose if the Warriors to win the
We're
championship.
getting set to
He will
watch
either lose
Jimmy
LeBron,
Butler
that
and
mean
the
they either the
Golden
Lakers either
State
lost to the Timberwolves or they lost to the
open up their
Warriors.
Series. It's the 2-7
And if you lose to the
matchup
Warriors and they go on to win a
against
championship and
Jalen
that's
Green
still
and the
filth,
Houston Rockets.
Jimmy Goldstein.
Number 2 seed,
it's not pretty.
52 and 30.
And
the Rockets went.
I'll just respond to
this
this
year to
because I
grab
remember
the
saying this too. So
second
that was
seed.
like, and it's kind of part of the rabbit hole a little bit. They were saying, so wouldn't it be the same for Curry if LeBron wins his 5th? Wouldn't that diminish Curry? It wouldn't diminish Curry, but it would widen the gap. It would widen the gap between him and Curry. Vice versa, if Curry was to win a championship and in LeBron era, when LeBron was already considered better than Curry, it would help. It wouldn't necessarily pass. I don't think a lot of people would say Curry's better than LeBron, but it'd be a lot louder. I'll say that. So that's the thing. Curry has more to win in the situation. Well, when it comes to the LeBron and Curry conversation, LeBron has more to win when it comes to can he get to that GOAT combo. But if Curry was to win another ring when LeBron was supposed to be the favorite to come out of that conference, that doesn't help his narrative. That doesn't help LeBron's narrative at all. Well, let's move on.
Last time they played the Rockets, I think he only had 3 points. So I look for him to have a big game. But Ernie, I'm always going with the experience. Like I said, championship experience. I know Chuck likes the youthful energy of the Houston Rockets, but I'm always go with Chef Curry.
The Rockets are the most talented team that between the two.
The more talented team is the Rockets.
Without question. However, what they have to be aware of is down the stretch, who do I go to? Am I going to Green? Am I going to Van Fleet? Am I going to Sengun? Where the Golden State Warriors, no, we're starting with Steph and we're ending with Steph. So there's a game plan in close games. So 5 or more, I'm going Rockets. 7 or more.
This game started at 8:30. This seemed like they got a little bit more time on the clock.
blow y'all out there. We ain't gonna let it be close. We ain't gonna let it be close. Chuck, you doing a lot of talking with that money.
Listen, I told you I already picked the Rockets to win this series.
So the experience thing is, you said earlier tonight, it's no fact.
NBA be
it's a factor,
like
but I just
niggas,
think the
boy,
Rockets
they be
got
late
more
as hell
talent.
on their times.
Plain and simple. And I think the home court going to be the difference in this series. Because I don't.
Rockets in
I
four,
think
that's what the
energy
comments saying.
level that Steph is going to have to put forward. I don't know if he can sustain it for 7 games. I really don't. This team is young, is explosive, and it's gonna be a long series. But I like the Rockets.
First postseason appearance since the bubble for the Houston Rockets, who went 52-30. Golden State 48-34. And of course, you know all about the impact that Jimmy Butler had.
Gotta play out Jimmy.
Joining that team. Picking Houston to win the series. And,
I think I got a good halftime show we're gonna watch.
If
anybody's still tuned in, we're gonna watch a 1v1.
I don't think they've reloaded.
Supposed to be hella heated. We'll watch that for halftime.
Golden State Warriors, the number 7 seed, take on the Rockets.
We're right where we want to be, back in the playoffs.
Houston has done a great job of really establishing their defense.
Great defensive play by Amen Thompson. Wow.
Every team had a chance with Steph's on the team.
Curry, three. Good.
Nothing better, so I can't wait.
And good evening, everyone, from Houston on this Easter Sunday night. And welcome to the NBA playoffs on TNT with first-round coverage presented by NerdWallet. The number 7 seed Golden State Warriors are fresh off a play-in game win, rested and ready with one of the best records in the league since February. The number 2 seed Houston Rockets are in the playoffs for the first time in 5 years with a toughness that has become their calling card. Thank you so much for finishing up your Easter Sunday with us tonight. Kevin Harlan, the Hall of Famer, the
Let this be a good
Reggie
game,
Miller
man.
will check in with Allie LaForce in just 1 second. Let's quickly get to the lineups tonight because, Reg, we've got terrific matchups all over the floor.
And this series will be about experience. And we're going to start at the head of the snake. Stephen Curry, 142nd start in the playoffs. Who's guarding him tonight?
I love that the
Amen
Rockets getting
Thompson
some
making
early.
his first. So it'll be about attention
It's still
to
a super young
details
team.
and
I love that they're
staying
getting
disciplined for Thompson.
All
playoff
right,
reps.
widen your lens. Size up this
'Cause if you take,
2-7 matchup.
I don't know how
I don't
long
think I've ever been
we're
associated
gonna
with
keep
a
Van
2-7
Fleet or
matchup that has all the makings of being an all-time
fuck, I can't
classic.
think of the light-skinned nigga from
Warriors
Memphis
have the
name.
experience and
Um,
arguably the two
I
best
just
players
want-
in the
I
series.
know his name,
and
I just
Stephen
want fucking
Curry
his name,
and
but
Jimmy Butler.
I don't know how long we're
Both
gonna keep
can carry a
them,
team to new
but I know when we get rid of
But
them,
on
our
the
starting
flip
lineup
side, the
age
Rockets,
gonna
they
drop
are
tremendously.
loaded with young
Like,
talent, and they get after you defensively. Alperen Şengün, the Rockets all-star, he is a walking double-double. But the main reason why this series could be a classic, frankly, both teams, they do not like one another, and that sets the stage
Dylan
for
Brooks.
good
I don't know
basketball.
why I couldn't think of that nigga name.
They played each other 5
I had
times.
to look at the nigga to think.
And here in Houston, the Warriors are 2-1 this season. The place is packed. They haven't had a
And we at home. That's
game
crazy.
in this building and
We
in
number
this
2
city
in the conference,
since
bro. I'm proud of the
2019.
Rockets.
In 2020, they were in the playoffs, but you recall
The Rockets
that
and
was
the
in
Texans
bubble in
primed to do
Orlando.
some things the next
Tonight's officials
5-10
are
years.
crew chief James Capers, referee
But we got
Ben
some young
Taylor,
depth
umpire Gediminas
on both teams.
Petritis, and our alternate is Rodney Mott. With the replay, center official in Secaucus, New Jersey, Kane Fitzgerald. They're among the 36 officials selected to work the first round of these 2025 playoffs.
Curry definitely
So
can't drop
here
2
we
points.
go. The Rockets,
How much?
the Warriors, and
Flying low, how much you think Jimmy gonna get? 30? Over under 30?
There is going to be a ton of cross matchups tonight and throughout this series.
The Rockets offense has a rating of number 13 with Green going to Şengün.
Too much.
Thompson could not slam it, and there's a whistle and a foul inside.
Sagoon had
Did
it.
you see the lift out there?
Jalen Green
from
might have had it too,
Thompson?
shit.
I mean, the pass was phenomenal from Shane.
But I fuck with the extra passing
But
though.
look at this.
Real Spurs like.
Green picking up his first foul, something to monitor. He cannot get in foul trouble because he is so important defensively to
Honestly,
everything
bro,
the Warriors want to do.
as surprising
Here's the 68%
and crazy as it
free
is,
throw shooter
the Rockets
Thompson.
could actually
And
win a
among
championship
the
this
best
year.
second-year
I
players,
think
Reggie, in the NBA,
anybody
in the
could
top
win.
3 of second-year players.
I think the Celtics
in
are clear
points,
favorites,
rebound,
right?
and assists.
But when it comes from the
Senior
West,
coaches
bro,
Ime
there's no
Udoka,
favorites.
who is in his second
There's
year
really no
and
favorites,
done an incredible job.
I like OKC, but and they whooped
team a
Memphis,
couple
but
years
I don't
ago.
think they're just.
They went from 22 wins. His first year, they won
Like,
41 and
you
41.
just know for a
This
fact that
year,
you think they're gonna win a
52 and
championship or
30.
go to the
And at this
finals.
level of basketball,
I think it
the
could be
team
anybody.
takes on the identity and personality of its head coach, and this team is in every way Ime Udoka. Tough, gritty, gets after you defensively.
Şengün goes steamrolling into Green. That's a
No
foul
team is
on
overloaded with
Şengün,
superstars.
the
It's just.
All-Star.
Well, there's a reason why.
It's honestly
Draymond
just
Green
good.
is a
It's just
finalist
teams
for
that's built
Defensive Player of the
in a
Year.
certain way.
He
that
understands
works.
where to be at the right
The Rockets
time
got
at the
a bunch
right
of guys
place.
that can score.
Picking up a quick one on Şengün.
Well, you talked about in
Warriors
the open, the
are Steph and
experience on the
obviously
floor for
Jimmy.
Golden State in the playoffs. Significant. Butler, Curry 3. No,
Clippers, you got
Şengün rebound.
Kawhi,
Rockets at home, 29
and James,
and
but
12.
they ain't just over, like,
It's Van
they're not
Vliet.
overly powered with their superstar
And this
level.
is Thompson over Butler.
Part of his game that has really improved him with his mid-range.
Yeah, like I said, any one of those teams can win it, bro. Any one of those teams can win it. I like the Nuggets a lot,
He's
but
not even worried about where the ball is.
they got to beat the Clippers. Clippers is giving them some work.
Shot clock at 6. Moody will go in. A bump, a fall, a feed, and a 3 by Butler. And a rebound inside, pulled down by Jalen Green.
Rockets, they want to play fast, especially in this building.
Green, Şengün.
He just jammed that bitch on Green. Şengün just jammed that bitch on Green. Hey, Şengün, I love it, bro. Hey, I'm kind of, I fucking muffled my headphones. I broke my headphones. That shit hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If the Rockets win, I am not upset.
And it's Fred VanVleet for 3.
Udoka and the Rockets could not have asked for a better start here in game 1.
Warriors won 3 of the 5 games this season, like we said, 2-1 here against Houston. Brooks is watching Brooks. Brooks is watching Butler, who kicks it back to Podziemski. Here's a 3, and it's down. And one of the great stories of this game will not be about Butler or Curry or Green. It'll be the others and how they fill the void.
Podziemski, Moody, Buddy Hill. Between those 3, they've got to meet 7 to 8 threes to be competitive in this series.
VanVleet will miss the 3. Quickly the other way. Butler drives and gets it to go. Went right into VanVleet. And Butler, who is on a real tear, the last 2 games he's combined for 68 points, including his 38 against Memphis. And here is a 3, and Brooks can't get it. And the rebound by Podziemski. Draymond Green. Butler. Green will put up a 3. The close by VanVleet. And the rebound by Green. Rockets won 14 of their final 18 home games in this building. Green hard to the hole. Defense there by Green. Şengün picks it up.
Now remember, this Rocket team, #1 in offensive rebounds and led by Şengün.
Warriors were an identical 24-17, both at home and on the road. It's Butler. The bump into Brooks.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. I might gotta raise the volume up on my shit, or just lower the volume on this. Damn, this shit delayed as hell. Okay, yeah, let's just cut it down. All right, maybe.
Jimmy Butler, who they got in that February trade. Curry, 3 up, rebound Green.
I feel like Curry be forcing the threes
And
sometimes.
Golden State has started 2 of 9. 4 of 9 for the Rockets on their start. Şengün, 15-footer. He's got 6.
What a start for the All-Star.
What a pace.
This is a pace for both teams, too. Curry now 0 for 2 to start this ball game. Switching everything. Here's a clean look.
Moody set the screen. The missed 3 by Curry. Rockets have got the ball. Amen Thompson the other way. Starting the second half of the season and thriving. Oh, with a little crossover. And here's Şengün.
All right, let's see if we can work with that. That shit was too loud.
With 6.5 to go. Rockets on top by 8. Playoffs, game 1. Houston, Golden State on TNT.
Trying to fix this mic, man. Bear with me. Make sure everything EQ right.
Money lines, spreads.
Next type of bucket, two-handed slam.
And all kinds of player props. Play on, player. Yeah, and the overs. I mean, look, they got over on this and over on that, too.
Kevin, the play's about to start.
I got it in. Okay, now quit yapping about live betting while I'm live betting.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hopefully. I don't want to have to talk louder.
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
Didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
All right, I think we could rock right here.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Hopefully.
Asia, your car's small.
It's a little cramped, but it's fine.
Fine? When you became MVP once, was that fine? No, you did it twice.
They built you a statue.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
You're right. It's not fine.
Can't feel my legs.
Never settle on the lot or on the court. CarMax.
Putting myself through a little upgrade, changing my body image. All it takes is positivity, a very painful laser, a little bit of crying, and bam, Pete's tattoo-free. So when Verizon announced that everyone gets a free phone on any plan guaranteed,
Okay, yeah.
0 lasers.
You can hear it clear enough where I could talk over it still.
Free phone? Look at this thing. I don't even need a case.
All right, but we ain't listening to no ass though. So far, man, Rockets look good. Warriors gotten some good buckets. It's a lot of good buckets going around. I think the defenses are still filling each other out. Curry, like he rushed both his threes. I'll say that. I don't know if that's just the size, the matchup. I gotta see what they holding on Curry. I didn't even pay attention to that, to be honest.
Warriors got some good buckets.
Besides that, man, I'm interested to see how this first quarter play out. It's hard to tell. We ain't really saying too much. Will Jimmy buckets? You say you think Jimmy gonna get 22? Butler going over 22. That's his prize picks. Yeah, 22 a good bet. I think if they go down 0-1, 22 would be a great bet. Well, let's see if Curry can get comfortable. Let's see. That's the thing. What team's going to get more comfortable faster and more consistently? And vice versa. What player, I mean, not even vice versa, and to add on to that, what player is going to be able to get comfortable first on offense? Now, 2019 was a minute ago.
Up their sleeves, but he told his teammates, let the fans have the anxiety and the worry. That's what fans are supposed to
13 foul.
To get it done. Coach also said the team talked about keeping it simple, do what we've done all year. It worked.
And I don't think they're blinking at all. Speaking of the Rockets, one substitution out of that break. Peyton has come in for Brandon Podziemski. Butler inside and finds.
They just got Van Fleet on Curry right now.
With the rebound inside, Tari Eason off the bench for the Houston Rockets. That is their only change. And here we go the other way.
Third defender in this first quarter to guard Curry. That time it was Fred Van Vliet.
It's Brooks and Şengün mismatch over Steph Curry. Inside, Curry grabs the ball, and here come the Golden State Warriors who beat Memphis Tuesday in the play-in game by 5 in that 7-8 matchup.
Good pass.
Great feed from Peyton.
Steve Kerr kind of alluded to.
The Rockets like they want to get everything started at the top of the three-point line. I keep saying, oh yeah, he's saying high ball screens.
Him making the right and proper play there is a foul on Curry. Picking up first.
5.5 to go here in the first.
They went to that at least 3-4 times already.
3 of 12 so far.
And then Şengün ended up like at the free throw line. He hit one of them. It looks awkward, but he knocked one down.
Get the chance at a trip to the NBA draft. Play now in the NBA app or on NBA.com/ID. It's Tari Eason with a 3 over Green. And a Curry rebound. Warriors with their offensive rating of number 15 in the NBA.
Knocked it down, Peyton. I think I had bet on him, but I already had those lose earlier.
This is found money. If Gary Payton can knock down consistent.
Gary Payton minutes gonna be high in the playoffs. It just is, bro. He like Josh Hart. Like he gonna do all the dirty work, play defense, knock some shots down when you need it. Look at him. He already diving and shit on the ground. Big shot. It's going to be a good basketball game so far. Good shit, Van Fleet. Jump ball. It's dirty. It's get the game physical for sure.
Championship experience on your team and in the starting lineup. Look at the deflection right here off of Curry by Van Vliet. And it's the first on the floor and the first to the ball. This is exactly what you want to see if you're Ime Udoka and the Rockets.
Yeah, especially from your vet. Your vet getting on the floor like that.
Was the guard for the Toronto Raptors back in that championship series against Golden State. He knows about Curry. He knows his team well. And with him playing, they are a sensational 41-19. When Van Vliet doesn't play, only 11-11. He might sway this team as much as any player on the team.
They're trying to get Curry off ball screens. Easy. Boy, that's that Venice shit, bro. Bro, he used to hit layups like that 24/7.
That you forget how good and talented Curry is when he puts the ball on the floor. He can get all the way to the cup.
He bring that shit out in the playoffs. He used to bring it out in the regular season. But that's the same style of playing versus the Celtics. That boy hitting middies. He was taking it to the rack. He was doing everything. Good shot. That look good. He got a big dude got to get up there. Feel like he ain't even attempt to get a rebound. I mean, or a block. They playing Curry hella aggressive. They switching off on everything. Rockets defense look crazy right now. Rocket defense look amazing. Curry now got no room to breathe. That's like they third steal. Hey, man, I can't rip against the H if they playing music like this. Come on, ESPN, what we doing, man? Y'all about to get me lit in this thing, man. What my butt like that? Hold on, man. You can't play no fofos on tipping, wood grain on gripping. This ain't chain here, yo, dang missing. Me and Slim, we ain't missing. Flip a finger on Sir Switch. What was going crazy? Do or die on folks. They mate. Nigga say car stop, reels keep spinning up. I ain't heard that song in a minute. That shit used to be on replay.
Too, right? Oh, yeah.
Invisible top. 418 the gasoline. We cuddle in real life, bro. These dudes be weird on social, man. I guess this goes back to some Kendrick convo real quick. Ain't this the same type of performance y'all said Wayne would deliver during the Super Bowl? What's so special about this? And I'm sorry. This is just a thing of expectations, and I guess that's just when you hear stadium tour. I'm expecting some Beyonce level stepping, man. That's just the level of performance that I would expect that's just like creativity and scale. This don't feel big. The screen's big, but the performance just feels Super Bowl scaled down by like an eighth. And that's why I was saying, well, Wayne, you don't think Wayne could just do this? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, I was like, I've been to a Kendrick performance. I think he's a good performer, but I bet you a Wayne performance too. And Wayne's an excellent performer too. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, it was years ago, but at the same time, if this is what Kendrick doing in a stadium tour, I guess, man. And say Wayne can't rap without a backtrack. Wayne can't move back and forth a minute without having draws. Why you stick up for degenerates? It's like, okay, bro, I guess. I don't know what the fuck a backtrack is. Wayne can rap on anything last time I checked. That's all I know. Fuck all that technicality shit. Show me a beat Wayne can't rap on, and I'll color me shocked, nigga. Fuck is we talking about?
So we can't really call it a rivalry because a rivalry would be when the other team, yes. This has been pure dominance by the Warriors.
Hield is in, Curry with the ball, post on the wing, Butler back in the
I said pure dominance. Still a 7-point game. 5-point game. 19-14 Golden State.
Thompson, Jabari Smith, Şengün remains. Adams on the floor, so they're big inside. And a try by Thompson, kicks in the corner, Eason free.
Look how big the lineup on the floor now for the Rockets.
The Warriors forcing Rockets to shoot a couple threes.
Rebounders in the NBA. And here is Şengün. And Butler's on him. And the shot clock at 5.
And especially in the the Rockets don't look great in the half court sets. Let's see how they respond. They got a second possession off a rebound. Yeah, they look a little sloppy in half court sets. Yeah, that's the second time they almost got a shot clock violation in 2 possessions. Well, it's the same possession essentially, but they had 2 chances. They look great off the defense of rebounds and steals and shit, but let's see how they can look at the half court. Buddy Hield with a pull up from Jimmy. He missed. Jabari's in. Min's so fucking fast. Oh, he almost jammed him. He missed though. Curry up the court. Curry kicks it to post. Post goes up soft. Gets blocked. Are you putting fires to the not like us? You're hilarious, bro. Curry with the steal on Şengün. Curry kicks it to Jimmy. Jimmy back to Curry. Good 2-man game. Easy layup for Curry. He getting good layups though. Jabari, good pull up in the post or from the post. Steven Adams first. Steven Adams had to stop the ball on Curry. Oh my God, that looked horrible. He blew right by him and up and under. That shit was tough. 3-point game. Rockets half court after that timeout didn't look great. Warriors got on the gas. Back to Falafel Man though. So what's a backtrack? And we talking rappers, not preachers and social justice leaders. I don't care. He's a degenerate. I mean, it's just reality, bro. Like, I don't care. He does drugs. I don't care. He raps about having sex with a bunch. I don't care, bro. Like, he's an entertainer, and Rockstar's been doing it. All type of entertainers you love, from actors and any celebrity you want to name it, bro. They have wild lifestyles that they live from time to time. I do not care. That's not why I like them. I like them for their entertainment factor. I could give a damn about Wayne as the man. I like him as a rapper. He's a rapper. He's an artist. He's an entertainer. That's the greatest lyrical rapper of all time. Plus, if you can't respect the legend, who really deserves respect? And that's real. That's real, bro. That's real, bro. That last part of that statement is the realest shit I probably could say about the era of just the hate that's been going on just randomly at any given person. But especially the legends, bro. If you can't respect rap legends, bro, why would anybody respect anybody else, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just, like, think about it, bro. Like, nobody does. If the person that helped build this shit, or you can't talk about hip-hop without them, can't be respected, why would I give a fuck about some microwave rapper or some guy that's good but not nowhere near that level of elite? And then they come back with a lame comment. You don't know what a backtrack is. You can't comment on hip-hop. Let's look at what a backtrack is. Oh, never mind. We back. We back. 3-point game. Warriors with the ball. Jimmy getting aggressive. Jimmy draw the foul.
And that's going to be number 2, right? The leading scorer here in this first quarter for the Rockets. Şengün, look at that left hand right there. That's not a lot there.
They had a foul to give. Ball will be inbounded from the side. Şengün picks it up. The first-time All-Star who had a magnificent season.
This is almost end of the first. That second ain't that bad.
Kevon Looney. Field bobbled it. Shot clock at 3.
Curry's out. Looney goes at Adams. Air balls.
Picked up inside by the Rockets. Grabbed by Eason. Now to Van Vliet, who's in the final seconds of the first quarter.
I can only imagine Curry's breather's not going to be that long. He's probably going to be back within the next 2 minutes of the second.
One of the questions about the Rockets, Reg, would they have enough shooting? Their field goal percentage,
Unless Jimmy could pick it up. Or somebody else.
And during the regular season, you can get away with that.
If somebody else could step up, that could give a break. That's going to determine how long Curry break is. For real, for real. Because you're not trying to give up another 8-point lead. You already cut it up. You're trying to keep it close from here.
So who is going to be the guy who can just throw them the ball and they can get you a bucket?
Got to be Jimmy, right? They letting them play a little bit. It's been a lot of hard ball right now. I ain't gonna lie. They jamming, bro. They fucking jamming, bro. What the fuck? I handle my business so I can serve them and get them on. I don't know the words like that. Yeah. These niggas vibing, I ain't gonna lie. It's tough. Golden State just don't have the players. I'm looking at this team. If they beat Houston, it's because Curry and Jimmy go crazy. Yeah, most definitely. The thing is, though, if they could take one on the road, once you go home, what's the name? Podesky or Moody or Kuminga. One of them got to be due for at least one good game. And that could guarantee you at least one more dub. So that's two. Now you just need Curry and Jimmy to get two more. Especially if you can steal one on the road. Especially if you can steal game one. So it's. I think you could count on Podziemski to get at least like 18 points one of these games. That's probably the best option outside of Jimmy and obviously Curry.
A refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like Simply Spiked lemonade and a way to get
I don't think Buddy Hield got anything to give him, but maybe a Buddy Hield performance might catch us off guard. But Buddy just don't seem like he's been able to find his rhythm.
Guarantee our network. Oh, no. What we can't guarantee, you and your teammates being too connected. What up?
All right, we all falafel. Hey, man, y'all sub up. I'm trying to get monetized. I be forgetting to say that from time to time. This tailor-made freestyle doesn't get enough credit for being one of the worst diss tracks in history of diss tracks. That's fucking hilarious. Nigga, what? Not interested. The truth hurts, but it heals. Kevin Gates on LeBron. I don't know what this is about. Let's listen.
Coffee spelled backwards is E-fuck. And before we've had our coffee, we don't give E-fuck about anything. But I just want to say one thing.
Kevin Gates a fucking villain.
And Braun, I love you because you my nigga. And I already know she was just, you just gonna let him talk about it. You had to, but behind closed doors, you played a good game. But anyway, look, long as you being celebrated, I don't care who don't like it.
Kevin Gates is a villain, bro. Just like his facial reactions, bro. He's crazy, bro.
Control and make play for his team, but we control him and limit him to one shot and get out and get a rebound and go out the other way. I think we'll be all right.
Offensively, you started 5 of 16. I don't think of this team as a team that would have any playoff jitters. So how do you settle into the flow of your offense?
Well, we know that everybody's going to get out to a hot start. We gave them some easy ones to turnovers so they can get in transition. So we take care of the ball and settle in, and we'll be all right.
Thanks, GP.
That wasn't bad. Hey, you gotta love that he'll take that shot, honestly. The fact that he got the confidence to pull that, it's gonna go in eventually. You gotta keep shooting with confidence. Podziemski pulled that bitch on like 30. Please don't judge me.
The best rebounding team. Here's Şengün. Amen Thompson down low. Post is right there. They're working on him. Shot is short. Healed the rebound.
I wonder how many times they scored on the half court.
Rockets do. That leads to second chance points, and that has been the thrust of their attack. As well as points in the paint.
Podziemski pulled it again. That was way more often than first one though.
Houston's ball. Rockets have won 14 of their final 18 home games here in this building. They're going to take a look at it. It'll be challenged on who has possession. So as the challenge proceeds, we'll step aside on TNT.
Draymond crazy. That nigga said, I ain't even put my hand up. They so scared of Draymond. They wasn't even gonna challenge it at first.
These young men are driven, quite remarkable, magnificent, and unmistakable. Nah, they don't dream, they manifest. Patience is practical, so they prefer urgency. These are ones. Unapologetic about who they are and what they want. They don't seek your guidance or mentorship. No, sir. No, sir. These are the prodigies, the savants. They're here now. The ones we've been waiting for. And they are not asking for you to pass the baton. They are methodically planning the perfect moment to take it. A new generation of Toyota drivers are here. And they want you to know one thing. You can't stop my... Good news for your human families.
I guess that was cute. Black men buy Toyota, please.
Means an iPhone for your human and your human. T-Mobile's Family Freedom will help pay off your old phone.
Looking for some more conversation on Twitter. The fact that the son's that parent died is saying that is insane, and then in a bad way. Like it's like the fact that he could be so like emotionally tired and still have reason in that moment is like honestly is just applaudable. Honestly,
this country is wrong. Why can't you?
For context. It says just in Frisco, Texas, a powerful movement unfolds as Austin Metcalf father confronts organizers from the Protect White People rally. But we'll get back to that.
The fingertips there. Nice job by Draymond Green recognizing this, getting an extra possession early on here for the Warriors.
Oh, Draymond was right. Salute. I thought Draymond was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Excuse me.
They were 2-3. They lost an overtime game on the final day of the regular season at home to the Clippers. Thus, they had to play the play-in, but they beat Memphis by 5 on Tuesday, and here they are as the 7th seed. Hield has got it. Van Vliet's on him. Butler is 3 of 6 so far. Green, 3.
Draymond in and out with a 3.
He's got 4.
He pulling that thing though. Pause.
Climbing for the Rockets. No surprise there. Thompson a little shake and bake as he takes it in and throws it away.
They don't look. Rockets still not looking good half court wise. Podensky with an open 3. He's not going down. He shoot with confidence, man. That's what you want more than anything, bro. Wiggins wasn't shooting that bitch. Like Wiggins could score, bro, but after he came back after that championship, some personal shit happened. He just never was the same, bro. Like that's the thing about Jordan Poole, like, bro. He believed he gonna get it, bro. Like whether he was shooting whatever type of shots, bro. That's the most important, bro. Having a dude that's willing to be a third option and be aggressive. Tie ball game. Warriors about to look to take the lead.
So there is collision, and we knew this was going to get physical, and it's only going to get more physical as this series continues on.
You see these last 2 possessions here for the Warriors.
A men's Thompson just picked up his first foul, Reg.
The pace has picked up here in favor of Golden State.
So there have been few players in the NBA in terms of joining a new team, a good team, at the trade deadline that have had the effect that Jimmy Butler has had on this Golden State team, including that play in Reg, 24-7 since Butler became a Warrior.
And take it a step further. Think about this when he's come. The defensive rating since the Butler trade, number 1. 3-pointers made for this Warriors team, their third. Free throws made, him at the free throw line, him getting his team into the bonus early in quarters, number 1. Steals, we just saw him in the 3-pointer by Podziemski, and assists fourth. One player has changed the whole dynamic of a championship team. This is a team that has 4 rings, and he has come in and it's been seamless transition, and I love
Because honestly, the thing with the Warriors in their system, it's all about Curry, bro. Curry is such a great player to build around. You can put almost any star with him or any role player with him, and they could figure it out with Curry, bro, because just how adaptable he is. Oh, my God, the Rockets are looking miserable on the half-court sets. Okay, that's what we need, defense leading the offense. Pass it. Don't get selfish. Pick and roll game. Yeah, I said Rockets are getting forced to shoot threes. They can't get no good shots off in the paint. But yeah, defense led the offense for sure. Good assist by Jimmy.
Butler now with 4 assists to go along with 8 points. He fills every category.
That's what I was saying earlier. Jimmy replaced Clay and Wiggins production-wise. Because Jimmy in itself, he going to get you about the same amount of points in a sense that either one of them can, but the fact that he could create, he has his own gravity, like he know how to get aggressive in his own moments. Like he really is an A player. Like he really could technically carry a team to finals or deep playoff runs by himself. And Wiggins or Clay couldn't do that. So it's a different level of dynamic. And then you still got Podziemski, which I feel like he could easily replace Wiggins' production at any given night because Wiggins just was so inconsistent. Not on the same level of defense, but Jimmy Butler low-key do that. There go Jimmy right there. He can get buckets in that half-court set, too. That's what's so important, bro. That's what's so important. And he get his own basket. Like, that's so huge. Clay wasn't really getting his own basket no more. He used to could. Wiggins could, but just wasn't aggressive enough. I feel like the Rockets ain't really scored. They scored probably like 6 points in the last like 8-9 minutes. It's been kind of lowly, whatever that word is.
Terrific. Taking a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. Tuesday on NBA TV, Bucks and Pacers. It'll be game 2 in Indy. And then Tuesday night, Reg and I'll be in LA, Timberwolves and Lakers. Game 2 there. And that will be preceded by the Grizzlies in Oklahoma City. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or the NBA app.
He missed both them bitches?
Santos, the Brazilian, flying down that baseline with the whistle and a foul, is going hard to the hole. Jabari Smith.
Warriors are looking to make a gap right here.
Smith picks up Reg's first.
About to go 8. If he knocks down both free throws. That's tough. That's like a 16-point swing. They went from down 8 to up 8. And they ate up that 8-point. They ate that 8-point lead up in like 3 minutes.
his two leaders, Curry and Butler, and it was such a great picture to see that conversation as they're just continually tweaking and tightening the screws as the game goes on.
Talk about two guys being on the same team.
And Curry, and the thing is, they look good about the Warriors right now. Curry and Jimmy not really going crazy.
Anywhere from 40 to 44 minutes tonight, whereas Curry will probably be held anywhere from 33 to 34 minutes. And another turnover. This defense, once again, led by Jimmy Butler, coming up big here in the second quarter.
Another half-court turnover. Wow, what a pass from Green. What a fucking pass for Green, and one. What a pass. Oh, that was a timeout. What a pass from Green. I thought that was a stupid pass. He got that bitch in there. I seen it coming, but I was just like, don't throw that. Good off-ball screen to the paint. I just thought it was going to be a turnover. Or out of bounds. I thought what's the name was there for it. Damn, this computer hot. This computer's so hot.
In 35 states, including California, Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. So join the pack of over 7 million happy fans who've already signed up on Underdog. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trailsport. Built from limitless determination.
Whoa! With this online-only deal from Buffalo Wild Wings Go, you get 20 boneless wings and fries for $16.99. That's enough to feed you and, like, 2 friends. Or 1 if you're selfish. And I am selfish.
Whoa, it's the Capital One Bank guy.
That's me.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
What do you mean?
No fees on checking accounts and no overdraft fees help me sleep at night. What's in your wallet?
If the Warriors win this, they might 4-0 sweep. They might be ugly.
Pistons Knicks, Clippers Nuggets, Game 2. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7. NBA playoffs presented by Google with Round 1 coverage presented by NerdWallet on TNT.
Wherever there's adventure, mystery, or danger, they're here to save the world. We're all gonna die, right?
Yeah.
The Librarians, 2-night premiere event starting May 25th on TNT. Wrestling, the best of the best.
Yeah, man, shit tough, bro. Shit tough. The Rockets can't score on the half court. They ain't had like 5 turnovers.
Once upon a time, a young couple inherited their grandfather's castle in France.
Ta-da! Renovating the chateau is keeping my grandfather's legacy alive, but it is falling apart.
The bottom floor is the beauty. May I present to you this secret passageway? The 3 floors above are the bookstore.
I be forgetting to mute the fucking ads.
Will their fairy tale have a happy ending? Castle Impossible series premiere Tuesday, April 29th at 9 on H.
Yeah, I had a feeling that game was about to start back.
Corona, and it's all about Jimmy Butler starting to spread his wings in this ball game. You can see what he's done since the trade, all the numbers I talked about earlier. But in this first half, 10 points.
No, they came back. They did look good in the first. I thought the game was over. Oh yeah, they blew them out. I was about to say. I watched like the first quarter and some change. Then once they start pulling away, I just stopped watching. But I was at work too. It started getting a little. Well, it really wasn't busy. I just really stopped watching.
It's Şengün on top, and they got Butler on him. Good move by Van Vliet. Right there on the switch is Butler, and Şengün will sneak inside for
They got the ball to Şengün. He been consistent offense. They got to do that way more. Şengün going to have to get by 30 tonight. If they're going to want to keep this a game.
turnovers in their previous 6 trips until that score. Santos. Şengün is out on Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy mesh match.
Rebound inside by Jabari Smith.
Rockets got to cut into this lead right here. Jaden on Curry. Jaden with the step back.
And a rebound by Santos. Since the All-Star break, Golden State has gone 21-7, including the play-in win.
Jimmy in the post on Van Fleet. That looked too easy. He missed though. He kind of smoked that. Şengün being aggressive, they fouled him early.
Fouled by Santos. Game 1 here in Houston. TNT NBA coverage brought to you by Hyundai Customer Assurance. Putting people first when affordability
Yeah,
matters
I
most.
mean, that's the only way they've been able to score. They got to get him the ball more.
Where yellow means savings. I know C.J. Stroud goes to Whole Foods. He's healthy, he's strong, he's got a rocket for an arm, and
Yes,
he's
he
the
does.
whole future for the Texans. Van Vliet, Şengün inside, got it on the doorstep.
They got that mismatch.
Play right there by the Houston Rockets.
6-point lead for the Warriors.
Their eyes
Oh, turnover.
created there by Dylan Brooks.
Oh, he's a menace.
Oh, he's a menace. It's crazy.
Stirring it up and gives them presence, gives them an attitude.
Toughness we talk about on this Rockets team. Obviously led by Brooks and Steven Adams.
That was on Curry.
Green, another one of those old vets at the end of this Rockets ditch.
Şengün, Green is on him.
Curry gave up a rebound.
By Green, new shot clock with which to work. Another offensive rebound.
Gary Payton back out there. Şengün back on Green. Good defense from Green. Van Fleet step back. Another chance. Brooks got a putback and yelled in Curry face immediately.
He's the one who created the turnover in the first place. Dylan Brooks now starting to assert himself. 6-0 run for
Way to answer, though. Way to answer. They start scaring me a little bit because they wouldn't get nothing in the half court. It's still not looking pretty, I say that, though. And I don't want to listen. Go back to this real quick.
Say with that, maybe you can. Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest him.
The guy talking now is the guy that's holding a rally, and he's talking to the father on the phone.
Beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today. Yes, I am, sir. That's called white guilt. No, let it talk. You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
You are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it. Hey, Jeff. That's the problem.
That's crazy. That's a crazy response. I don't really have nothing to say about that. That's insane. I'm almost speechless that that dude said that to the guy that son just died. Like, that's so insensitive. And you trying to talk about you on his side, bro. That's a crazy thing to say to him, man. That son just died.
16 points. He averages 19 on the season with 10 rebounds and about 5 assists. He was already getting close to those numbers. And here's another steal with this one by Jabari Smith.
That should be a charge.
Pajemski. And that is a charge. Good play by Pajemski.
You say you got Jimmy for 26. Yeah, I can see that. It just depends if the game stay close. If the game stay close, I can see 30.
20 drawn charges. That's number 3 in the association.
But I definitely think he'll hit 22. He already got more than 8, huh? I know you said he had 8 way earlier. I don't know if he scored since though. Careless turnovers. It's been 3 careless turnovers on the Warriors like back to back. Over the back. What the fuck? Butler got the ball early. Let's see if he can slow the Warriors down, get them back set up. After them 3 bad turnovers.
It's Pajemski. And the rebound is reeled in by Jabari Smith. He had a left foot fracture, missed 22 games this season. They had to manage it. He's back now at the most important time, the curling Şengün. Van Vliet lets it fly. Curry with the rebound.
Partner, look at the score. I know it. These are the playoffs. This is amazing. 2 minutes left here. Curry, 3.
Uh-oh.
And gets his first 3 here of the
Ventus Curry. In and out to a 3 pull-up.
13. 5 for 16 as a team for the Warriors.
That was nasty.
2 of 11 for the Rockets.
Green not looking great. Oh. It's a lot of good defense. It's physical out there. Jimmy got it on Jimmy versus Şengün. I don't know about this defensive matchup. And I don't think I like that matchup. Jimmy look comfortable. He not rushing or nothing. He can do whatever he want versus Şengün. Oh yeah, Jimmy with 12 already, bro. He's definitely getting over 22. 9-point game that quick. God damn, that happened quick. 3-pointer and what? A 2 from Jimmy. It's bad possession for bad possession. Or like bad turnover. Like they going back and forth with who have the worst turnovers. High turnover first half.
Careless down the stretch here with the basketball. But it's been the Warriors who's been able to execute through those problems.
Brooks picked up a foul.
Where was the foul? That's what the fan base here is.
I didn't see it either.
I'm surprised they don't challenge this.
I would. Every possession count.
Seconds to go here in the first half. It's Pajemski. 6 points from him. Curry, 3. Oh, he hit that from way outside. Biggest lead for Golden State.
But I thought I got banned. We're still in this thing.
It's Green with the fadeaway. And Butler with the rebound. Half minute to
Curry with another nasty 3.
Jalen Green, the leading scorer for the Rockets, only 2 points.
But Curry not even going off. They just outplaying them on defense and offense. Honestly, it's really more defense and the turnovers. And it's just the veterans being able to get points and get good offense. The only person that got easy baskets on the Rockets is Şengün. And when I said they scored 8 points in like 9 minutes. I said that earlier. That was at 26. So it went another like 8 minutes, almost 8 to 10 minutes without scoring another only 8 points. So pretty much almost 16 points in almost a 2-quarter span. Because they scored like damn near 20. I want to say they damn near had 21 by the first 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, and after that they got quiet. Up 13 after the Rockets had cut it down to like 4. 2 big threes from Curry, and Jimmy Butler been hitting big shots too. That's tough.
As he was ushered off to the side by Moody, 10 seconds on the second quarter clock.
Jalen Green's been shooting his shot. He just ain't been able to hit nothing. We got to figure out how to get Şengün going or somebody else going. Amon Thompson, I don't know. He ain't really been doing much. He haven't really been in the game much, I feel like, either, though. I don't know if I'm crazy. Oh, that almost went in. That would have been a big shot. I ain't going to lie. We got to put what's the name on the bench. Dylan Brooks got to go to the bench. Amon Thompson need to be in there. But I actually had a halftime special I wanted to get into. While we chillaxing.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I think that's what it was called.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Excuse me, play you for those ultras?
Well, we're kind of high level.
Fascinating. Ice cold.
Lugas have the IQ of a human genius.
You know what else is genius, Richard?
I think it was this next chapter channel.
Wow. Wait, you haven't
Your head go right here. 2 hoopers that hate each other play for 1v1 for 5K. I haven't watched this shit. I was waiting for the stream.
Pairs of parachute pants. And these are my 14.
T-Mobile's Family Freedom will help pay off.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story.
It's why I pass it on.
With a professional website that reflects who you are and what you have to offer. Customize every element of your website to meet your needs and achieve your goals.
What the fuck? I like where I headed at.
Hey, y'all tell Dustin, he talking all that smoke and don't want to check up.
What do you typically offer for this?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Talking all that smoke last season. He talking smoke this season. There you go right there. Look.
Why are you scared, Kel?
I just didn't want to play the ones. That's it. But we can play. You talking too hot.
Kel's team captain, and he was on his team. He sits his side.
How that's weird. How that's weird. He wasn't the matchup. We can play, bro. We can play. My matchup was Moon. That's what I'm saying. I said, you was going to play me? I said, all right, bet. I said, bet. I said, I wanted to play Cam again. But I can't play Cam again. So what you want to do? So what you want to do? I can't play Cam again. So what you want to do? All right. He's checking up. It took him to get the cameras out for you to want to play. It took him.
I like it. I like it. That boy said you need help. I ain't gonna lie, that light skin dude tough. I seen the other dude play, but like I seen him once, like it was a minute ago. I recently seen this light skin boy ball. He got something. I ain't gonna lie.
Welcome back to the next chapter. Episode 1, Isote takes the dub over Bino. But episode 2 is a matchup that you guys have been dying for ever since season 8. You guys remember the moment when Kel and Mike got into it. They were supposed to check up at one point. It didn't happen. Mike has been hunting this matchup for a while, and I know Kel doesn't like that feeling of somebody hunting after him, and I just, this is going to be a big game for TNC fans. Lance, your first game on TNC, you're 0-1 right now. How you feel about this game?
I feel great. He's ready. Scott been hunting him down, so he know what time it is. I ain't got to say nothing.
Kel, this has been for a while. I want you to say something about this.
This is already written. We all glory to God. It's already written.
B is 1-0. You just saw Tay fight all the way back. Talking in the timeout, you said he already won the game. How you feel about this one? You already won the game. Mike, this matchup's been building for a long time. Finally, time to do it.
Hey man, Tay just turned me up, so let's pick this money up, bro.
You guys know $5,000.
Boys are serious.
On June 6th, we have TNC 02 live on TNCLeague.com. You're going to see Michael Beasley match up against Lance Stevenson for $100,000. You've seen this season's already been crazy. The first episode had a ton of chaos. We're going to try to slightly control the chaos, but it's going to keep going every day. I'm waiting for the first moment for Bees and Lance.
It just happened really
Let's
fast.
go. I ain't gonna lie to you. This game is so anticipated that my voice is cracking. Like,
that's nice. I like it. I like it. It's good. That's a good move. That's a good shot. You can't make them all.
So, Bios, you were on that season when they were popping.
Yeah, I was.
Can you give us a little bit of backstory, a quick backstory here, synopsis?
It was just organic as hell. Like, they would just started talking, and all of a sudden, Michael just, like, check up, and Kel was like, yo, I'll check up with you, and then, like, something happened within the season, and it didn't happen, and now it's finally happening, and it's just...
Both of them blew a layup, but they got to keep doing that
It's been brewing
as far as getting to the basket.
It's been brewing since season 7, honestly, so. I'm telling you right now, he's locked.
He opened his chest too much. That shit weak.
Oh my God.
That's
He's
tough.
locked.
I love his game when he's poised. It's so technical, precise, on balance, good pacing. This looks like the Mike that we all love.
Has he pulled?
Yes, sir. Hey, great shot.
I think for Kel, Kel's gonna be a little quicker.
He did scoot by that first possession.
Damn, nigga.
Set
God
the tone,
damn, you
huh?
a hack.
Lance funny.
Well, Beasley did say they want to set more of a physical tone, so maybe
And that shit ain't even lined up
Mike's here
right.
to do that.
He was curious to see Hoodie Kel's approach to this game.
Fouls. Damn. That was laying shit. That's your call.
He's been successful
He's
getting
mad
downhill
late.
2
You
times
wanna
now.
see if he can make the shot?
It's details here. When he hip swivels, he watch what his head does. He looks right at Mike. It's like an eye thing. I don't know, when you hip swivel and you look
And
kind
you
of
changing that pace.
Every shot count. Come on, baby.
It's a small detail in there.
Lock in.
Mike Harden left slot. Reading footwork here.
It's a big shot. If he could make those, it could really open this game up. Go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
I don't think he made that many, if not any, against Cam in the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Hey, get your man up. Get your man up. Get your man up. That was a flop. Hey, Mike, just do it again. That was a flop. That was a semi-flop.
Mike came out balling.
Yeah, I'm back.
Let's see if you can make free throws. With that do-rag on, I don't know. Hey. That's a good shot. Let's go. I like every shot so far.
Jab 3 for Kel. There it is. Here we go.
Game starts now.
Good response. 3.
This is the 1v1 I was most excited for on the day.
Easily, without a doubt.
No, man, touch
You can't keep touching his stomach. Come on, man, you gotta call that. I can control a nigga if I can touch him every time.
Oh, he's grooving.
That's tough.
Hey, Mike. That Mitty your friend right now. That was professional, man. I can't hear on that.
Oh, he is locked.
Where Kale play at?
Where does he play at?
Where did he play? School?
I don't know.
He had played,
I don't know.
professional?
JUCO. I know he was JUCO for sure.
And then he played professional?
TBL, I believe. I don't know anything else though, Beast.
Mike Balling.
No, Kale's nice.
No, for sure. Oh, good hand swipe. Great hand swipe.
Kale nice. If Kale was 6'2", 6'3",
oh, for sure.
One of them for sure.
Well, that sound like the other coach.
Top touch to the shoulder. Kale drops hard left spin.
Oh, that is.
Good call.
You guys watch something. When he spins,
I was like, why that sound like Mike Beasley? He the coach of the other dude talking about Kale.
which is a detailed thing. There's not a lot of muscle on that hip bone. It starts to wear on you after a while, and then you pause. You open up later on in the game.
Yeah.
Just watch for that.
But I would say Kale is one of the more technical fighters within the 1v1 realm.
Oh yeah.
Bucket. You better fucking play up.
Just like that.
Play up, nigga. You better play up.
Kale's last game with Pat, he was off to a really slow start.
Yep.
Looks
Foul,
really sharp
foul.
here.
Every
Starting
time.
to catch a rhythm
Every
back.
time.
Hitting
Every
the shots
time.
early.
Shoot it.
I think this is just going to be a great game by both guys. Mike
Yo,
looks
he had a
really
good response,
Kale looks
man.
really good. We're getting the best.
Very poised, very poised.
He hand checked the whole game.
Go with the right hand.
Kale right wing,
Hand check.
jabbing. Mike being
Hand
physical.
check. Crazy.
Hand on shoulder, hand on hip.
Another one. Another one. Every
Lance
time.
was in Lay's ear last possession, like, hey, I can't control. If I'm the defender, you can't let me control the offensive player with my hands.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing. And that's just the mental
come on,
warfare
man.
that Meech and Lay got to
He
deal
fouled
with
every play.
for the whole week.
I mean, it's accurate, bro. You could say Lance trolling, but
I'm calling every foul. You can't look
yeah, you gotta defend without touching, for real, for real.
He's
That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. When you take his hands, because you can't get his physical,
He cannot guard it without hands.
and that's huge, bro. You got to be able to stay in front of somebody.
He cannot guard it without hands. Oh.
Another free throw.
That's accurate, bro. Boys can have all that offensive bag. How you look on
He
defense?
finally said something. We got him.
Same thing.
That's nothing. Whoa. That was nothing to me. That was
The
semi.
thing is why call that was no foul, and you ruined a bucket moment. A moment for Mike to get on the board here with a layup.
He got a little handsy.
Good block.
That's a travel too, bro.
Oh, Kale's talking now.
That shit was nasty.
Kale's talking now. He's comfortable. Kale's comfortable
Quick,
now.
right at him. He gonna foul you.
Mike's
right
gonna
at
have to
him.
disrupt here.
Right at him. He gonna foul
Or
you.
Mike go to halftime.
He's scared, bro. Go at him. No, don't settle. Go at him. Don't settle on that. Go at him, bro.
Nah, Lance accurate, bro. Boys be selling it. It's a long game, though, too.
Got it. Wow.
It's a long game, too, so I get pulling up right there.
Oh, he got him on the in and out.
He's moving in group. These guys.
Tech. That's a tech.
This game should have been first. Yo, this game should have been first. He went for the ball, Mike. This game should have been first.
No.
That shit off. He talking too much now.
14-12. Mike can go to halftime here.
Going back to half court.
Both dudes made good runs. Ooh, in and out.
14-12 ball game. Nip and tuck here with Hoodie Kale and Mike Harden. Kale gets into halftime with a 3-ball.
He's had success going to the basket so far.
Yes.
Hands.
Wow.
Much
Oh,
better
he hand
defense
checking
from Mike
every
there.
time. He touches chest every time. You gotta call that, bro.
Lance wants a hand check on
He
the
did it
way
with
to the
two
basket.
hands.
Pull up.
Halftime. If he's making that, he's in trouble.
17,
because that's a shot that Mike was not hitting against Cam in that pay-per-view, and he's made 3 of them today. But I will say Hoodie Kill has had success getting to the basket and getting by.
I'm gonna push for it. I do like watching a
Co-producer is going to give you unique.
breakdown sometime, but we at halftime. We only got so much longer.
Let him play there? Would you let him play there?
It's a foul.
Okay.
Two-hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a foul. Okay.
Every game is different. Everybody.
Oh, he already hit a 3.
Y'all don't understand. Every game is different. Y'all agree?
Long game though. They've been both making runs.
One thing I will say, if you have the advantage against Hoodie Kill, you might want to close because he's not going to go with it. That's not a foul right there.
I think
he's
was
falling.
off balance.
He's falling right there. I would agree with you.
Yeah, I didn't
totally.
like that foul.
But a part of skill is deceiving.
Yeah.
Players can deceive refs thinking it was a foul.
Yeah.
It looked like a foul, but I don't think you called
From
it.
our angle.
He was falling, though.
He was falling. Once he spun, he was out of control. It's a
Yeah,
big
and I don't
free
like
throw
them
to make. He's
ball-out
separating himself
calls.
with each bucket.
If you ain't keep your control.
What would She Wallace say?
Ball don't lie.
Left foot free here. Interesting.
That's been there, fellas.
Yes.
He's had a half step on Mike this game. I think he continues to attack.
Only time he couldn't get to it though is when dudes start hand shaking.
Hey, Lay, that's the same one we talked about on this side with Tate. He never dribbled, like you said, he never dribbled again. If we're gonna stand on your principle, we're gonna stand on it. Time out.
Timeout, Mike.
But I will say, so Tay was a guy that didn't go away, even when it was 28, 19, 18, whatever.
I know you're doing, baby. Look, you see how red that nigga time? Yeah. Listen.
We back.
I'm licensed, so
4 points in that first half.
13-point game.
Any half this season. And Allie, you had a chance to catch up with the coach of the Rockets.
Coach Udoka definitely kept it simple with me. He said, listen, 8 of our 11 turnovers came in that last quarter that we played, and the Warriors are a team that are always going to take advantage of that. They got in transition, they ran. He said, we can't even talk defensive adjustments because we're not even able to get set in our defense with the way we're turning the ball over. So just settling into the offense.
Oh shit, I'm tripping. Y'all can't watch this.
They rely on his toughness. Allie, we thank
Yeah,
you.
give me
Foul on
bang.
Şengün. Or they put it on Thompson. Thompson will pick up number 2. And this will put Moses Moody at the free throw line. And Reggie became a starter in February. And the Warriors, since that time, have gone 21-7.
Well, the Warriors have always been impressed defensively what Moody brings to the game, but when he can add a three-pointer here and make plays like that off the dribble, and then Thompson pick up a foul, it's an added plus here. Biggest lead of the evening now, 15 for the Warriors.
By the way, this starting group out there for Golden State.
Not looking good.
And 3. There's a quick foul on the perimeter. And Butler will pick it up for Golden State. Jimmy picks up his first 17-3 record for this starting group. Podziemski and Moody along with the 3 stars. They won at one time 14 consecutive games as a starting 5, but have since gone to 17-3. Very impressive mark. Green driving, the stutter stepping on the defense of Moody.
Well, they are making Jalen Green work. He's kind of pointing to that hip.
Yep.
But everything is a struggle fest for the Rockets' leading scorer on during the regular season.
He's been a durable player. He's played 82 games, 2 consecutive seasons for the Rockets.
I'm surprised.
Rockets definitely look young right now.
I thought this was going to be side out here for the Warriors. Nonetheless, Green maybe going to the free throw line and seeing the ball go through can kind of get him going offensively.
Moody picks up his second foul. Green at the free throw line, 81%.
Look at his last 3 ball games, right? All single digits. Now again, the Rockets really had nothing to play for. They were locked in at that number 2 spot. But still, that's a concerning trend here coming into game 1 when your leading scorer 3 single-digit games.
He's a brilliant young player, though. Here's Green. After the miss, he got the feed, and he finishes off with 2. As he dives in, he's got 5.
Dylan Brooks again, offensive rebounding, doing the little things.
Here come the Warriors. They've won 8 of their last 11 games. Butler, there's a whistle.
They got to let them play. I've been letting them boys play all game.
Dylan Brooks picked up the foul. Now there's history here with these 2 teams. There's history with Green. There's history with Brooks. And here's a little tangle, a little bump right there.
Yeah, a little physical play.
Well, how you let them get the bump, but then you complain about them getting like Dylan Brooks ain't really do nothing. I will say the whistle been in favor of the Warriors so far. What a move by Curry.
Nifty move as he wiggles his way, finagles it up for 2.
And if you're Thompson, if you're going to continue to top block him, you got to understand there's always a master plan with Curry.
Jalen tried to get aggressive, but he ran into a crowd.
Green could not hit. Butler controls. Butler 5 of 9 with 13. Curry 18. Podziemski with it. Shot clock at 7. 3. Batted out by Moody. Picked up by Butler, who was spun around like a top when he was getting that ball. And he was saying he was shooting as he was fouled. He stands at the line as if to be persuasive.
Like he's going to persuade the official to change it to free throw.
Nah, Jimmy funny as hell for that.
For the Warriors, and this is on Şengün.
Thompson picks up his 3rd. Golden State's in the bonus already. We haven't hit the 10-minute mark yet of the quarter. Podziemski 3 over Green.
Like I said with Podziemski, bro, you just gotta have somebody confident enough to pull it.
He's got 3 threes and 9 points for the Golden State Warriors.
But more importantly, you've got 10.
He taking over Jordan Poole role right now.
If you're the Warriors, everything to the drive to the basket, any whistle, you're going to the free throw line.
Brooks will try to ramrod his way down low, and he's met by the defense of Butler. Shot clock at 4. Şengün picked up by Podziemski.
Not bad defense from Podziemski on Şengün. Green wide open off a rebound. They getting multiple possessions. Jalen Green being aggressive, but it's a little reckless.
Really, though, the best way the Rockets are scoring here.
Jimmy on the puck. A man switched off on Jalen Green. Like, nah, I got this. He like, I'm going to hold Jimmy. Jimmy say he's still a pup. Jimmy say you still a pup.
Master of the mid-range. One of the best in our game in Jimmy Butler.
Green the other way. Butler's got 15. Şengün inside, cutting. Brooks, rebound.
Dylan Brooks smoked it. They getting extra possessions, but they're not executing. Curry take it all the way. He thought he got a foul.
It's Van Vliet to Şengün.
Warriors recover. Not good enough, though.
No one else on the Rockets team even close to double figures. It's been the Şengün scoring here.
I said Şengün gonna need like 30. Keep it close, but he might need 40. What a pass. 17-point game. It's getting ugly. All blowouts tonight. Or today. It's the first round, though. Pajinski played good defense. That's why he in there over Buddy Hield. I mean, obviously he more consistent too. Buddy just haven't been that great this year. Because Pajinski going heads up with a center. Like Şengün ain't no little dude.
Jimmy Butler. That's right. He points at Reggie Miller and said, I'm doing my best impression of you. It's the biggest lead for the Golden State Warriors. With a sweet three right there by Jimmy Butler, who now has...
Hey, man, y'all can't be playing our music when we getting cooked like this now. They can't be playing that music while we getting cooked like that, man. That's disrespectful.
New Balance, we got now.
Any NBA play can inspire your next hunch. And with FanDuel, you can turn them into big wins. So if you think they're going to rock the rim right out of the gates, hello, or you want to RSVP to the block party. There he is. Yes, sir. Or you think it's going to start raining threes. Let's go! FanDuel has more ways to bet on players so you can make your hunches happen with America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers bet $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if you win.
All right, man. Jimmy putting his foot down along with Steph. Pajinski's being hella fucking aggressive. His shots falling. Hey, man, most of my projections look good right now. I said the Warriors was probably going to win this series. I said my favorite upset alert for the playoffs was the Timberwolves versus the Lakers. What else have I said? I said the Magic might take the Celtics to 6. We'll see about that. Celtics pretty much dogged them after the first quarter. Who else I talked about? I said I like the Nuggets. And I mean, the other two, OKC is like what you expect. We'll see about OKC next round when they got to play the Nuggets. But I think the most entertaining series so far is the Lakers and the Timberwolves by far. Even though it's a blowout, it ended up being a blowout, right? I just think you can't count out Luka and LeBron. And the fact that it's the underdog technically winning because they won on the road versus all the team that's winning today has been the people at home. Well, except the Warriors. But, I mean, they're the vets, so it's kind of like it's a little different. Pacers beat the Bucks. Nuggets beat the Clippers by 2. No, the Nuggets and Clippers is the most entertaining series. I'll take that back. I'll probably go Knicks versus Pistons is the second most entertaining. Then I'll probably go to Lakers and Timberwolves. After that, it's probably going to be the Rockets and the Warriors. I still see this could be probably Rockets might could win a game or two. We'll see. This one's not looking pretty, though. And honestly, it might be a sweep. Just because of that front court offense is ferocious. And Şengün not going to be able to carry, bro. He's just not that good yet. His offensive production not that good yet. He scored, but Jokic, he could put up 30, 35, 40 and get 20 rebounds and 20 assists. Like, it's just different. Half-court offense is horrible, bro. This might go down to a 30-point game. If he hit that shit. Oh, my fucking God. It's over. This series is over. Curry not even playing that. Curry not even being aggressive, bro. 9 of 13, 3 of 6, and he chilling. That was a fucking ridiculous 3. Vintage Curry at his best. Nah, I lying. He being aggressive as hell. But he not even taking that many threes. He really getting to the basket. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Fade away 3-pointer on the corner, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Bro, it looked good from the moment it left his hand, bro. That's why I said if he hit this shit. Finish Steph Curry, bro. That was beautiful. That was ridiculous, bro. That's why, bro, when I talk about the OKC when we lost to Steph and Clay, bro, I was like, okay, bro, it's cool, bro. Them niggas are cold, bro. Them niggas are ridiculous, bro. Fucking Klay Thompson getting 60 in the third quarter. I don't know, just dumb shit like that. Like, it's like, bro, we lost, bro. We was up 3-1, but these dudes are different. Salute to him. But that Steph Curry 3 is just, it makes you think. God damn, that was tough.
This Warriors defense absolutely swarming. And it looks like they're in a zone, and then it looks like they're in a matchup zone, but they end up being man-to-man. So Steve Kerr kind of concealing his defensive packages here, really frustrating the Rockets.
Gary Payton has come in, taking the place of Pajemski for the Warriors. Şengün, corner, Van Vliet, triple, good block.
I said it, man. The Rockets, I mean, the bad turnover, but by the Warriors. But I said the Warriors are making the Rockets pull up a lot of threes. They're making them settle. It's very subtle, but I notice it so much, bro.
Butler is over there, ball knocked away, shot clock at 13.
They're not getting any pressure at the rim.
Curry's clearly seeing
As talking about the Rockets.
over the years. He says he's not changed over the years, but he has noticed it be longer, more athletic, more physical guys on him.
And he probably just says so, right? Because you can't guard what you can't catch. And that's why you see a lot of times him staying in motion.
It's like trying to catch smoke in the air. Here's Moody. And the shot clock buzzer.
Rockets be having a spurt of good defense. But they can't score, though. That's the problem. Let's see how they respond right here. Let's watch this half court set, see how this play out.
Payton picks up the foul. First on Gary Payton, who is familiar with Dylan Brooks. We go back in the history of him against Brooks. Brooks playing with a different team at the time, and he took him out for the season and the playoffs. In the playoffs with an elbow injury. Here's Green.
High pick and roll led to a. That's all ball. That was all ball. It looked like to me. High pick and roll, but it's like there's not an open look at the basket. Oh no, that was he fouled him. I seen that late.
It's like dominoes. One guy hits the other, and bang, then the third guy's involved. And here is Brooks at the line, 82% free throw shooter. His 23rd playoff game of his career. With 5:19 to go here in the third, as we take a look at our FanDuel live point spread for tonight's game, beginning at -1.
Buddy, here we don't want your bad juju on the ball. Your ass ain't hit a shot all game. Don't come rubbing that shit on this ball.
High this season in rebounding and three-point percentage. He's on the Canadian Olympic team. He was in Paris in the Olympics. And he played for them against Steve Kerr's.
Dylan Brooks almost had another turnover with the Warriors inbounding the ball.
Eason is on Brooks. They got Payton throwing inside, and it ricochets off the palm of Butler. 5 to go. Turnover right there. It's Şengün. Rockets have the most wins this season than they've had in 6 years. 52-30. Green is defending Şengün. Good D. Oh, knocked away by Vaden. Nice deflection. Shot clock.
Rockets ain't getting nothing easy. Most 8 points off second chance baskets.
In deflections in the NBA.
The back screen here.
Vaden's on Green. Shot clock at 4. Green is on Şengün.
Wow, what a shot from Şengün.
Şengün says, look, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, you guys are all in my building. You can do these step back threes as well.
Warriors' largest lead was 23. Fast break. Points in the paint. The Rockets got 36. But they shooting less than 40% from the field. They shooting 17% from 3. Turnovers pretty even. Oh, what? I was looking for something. I can't remember. I wanted to look up second chance buckets. Okay, but yeah, I can't find second chance buckets, but Rockets got 12 offensive rebounds to the Warriors 2. And they still down 16. And that was that. Them second chance rebounds was a good part of their offense. I'm looking at the comments. Somebody said Warriors in 5. It might look like it. I think I hear the plug calling. I think I hear the plug calling. I'm in love with the plug daughter. Yeah, this game look like it's gonna be hard for the Rockets to make a comeback, man. Şengün can't drop 50. I mean, if he gonna have to if they want to stay in it. I said 30, and I said 40, now I'm saying 50 because I say that just because it's getting less and less time. Down 16, you already got 21. So you're going to have to make up that 16-point deficit damn near by yourself. So that's already 37. Maybe make it 16 up damn near by yourself. And then we still talking about you got to take the lead and hold the lead. Yeah, he going to need about 50. Just being honest. I ain't gonna lie. Watching this game, though, knowing that I've seen the Rockets actually play good defense against the Warriors, they're making the Warriors do a lot of unnecessary turnovers, too. That makes me think the Warriors have a pretty solid offense. Because even with all these turnovers and bad plays and stuff like that, they still able to figure it out and stay productive. That says a lot to me.
Here he is on Şengün. Look at the different way he plays them, bodies them early, and this time it's the give and go. Now you think you could get the ball down low? Blowing up plays for Draymond Green.
And they need Şengün, who is now resting. They are minus, the Rockets are, minus 11.
Need to fix my camera if I'm gonna sit like that.
He's got 21 points. He's the only Rocket in double figures. It's Butler to Looney. Curry down low.
Curry off ball pick. Forcing the issue, mid-range pull-up, buckets. I ain't gonna lie, that look like 2000, what was that? 2022 stuff. Whatever year he won that last championship.
Cutting Van Vliet and inside Adams, who gets it to go on a nice feed from Fred Van Vliet.
I think these two veterans are going to have to find a way to get these Rockets back in the ballgame. These are the two players that have the most playoff experience.
Hield is on top, followed by Van Vliet. 3.5 in the third. Game one, the 2 against the 7. It's Peyton, shot clock at 1. He's got to fire, but he throws instead. And it's a shot clock violation by the Golden State Warriors.
The Rockets are showing signs of life defensively. To me, it's going to be down at this offensive end. Can they score at a regular clip? Because it's been suffocating defense. And plus, they are only 3 of 17 from the three-point line, 18% through 3 quarters.
Houston is shooting 40%. Warriors are shooting 51%.
We chillaxing, man. Forced to shoot threes. Second chance at baskets again, though. The open, they shooting open threes. Is just they not a good 3-point shooting team, at least tonight. There you go, 14 second chance points to the Warriors. Look like I think they said 5. But he get comfortable. Hard brick. I don't know. I ain't see a foul right there.
Steph's got 2.
Yeah, but what that does is send Brooks.
I just seen the comment of the chat. It's a Hill ass. Hill, how you miss? Buddy, do not shoot the ball. Bro, sit, buddy. Buddy, what you doing? Buddy Hill is the best Rockets player. What the hell are they still playing, Buddy? They cooking that nigga off that one shot, bro. He just got in the game. Is Buddy Hill a top-tier dog shit NBA player? Get Hill off the court. What does Buddy Hill even do? They're killing that nigga off one shot, bro. Buddy ass. That's crazy. Buddy bum buck 2 fit Hill. Brick Hill. Dylan Bricks. I ain't gonna lie, the chat cooking right now. That shit's fucking hilarious. The stream each chat too, by the way. Niggas like, nigga, I don't see that in the chat. Like, your chat not moving that fast. Bitch, I know.
To either win the game or keep us within striking distance. I don't know who that guy is for Houston.
Right. Jabari Smith picked up his 3rd.
But he's still there. What the fuck?
Free throw line. When he arrived, the team was 25 and 26. They were 10th.
13-point lead. I mean, that's something, bro. They was up almost 20.
Since his arrival, 24 and 7. And when coupled with Curry, 20.
They getting personal. They said bro had a kid with a 40-year-old thought. Sheesh.
The GM, the NBA tonight on TNT is brought to you by Walmart. Get it before the game's over. Well, hold on here. Let me look. Okay, it's 10:20 Central. I ordered.
Brooks throw his butt into Steph and it's the chef's fault. Bro was almost assaulted.
I'm trying to help the people that are staying up late, just in case they don't want to leave the screen. And here we have the Rockets the other way. The Norries on Butler right there. Significant. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals for Butler. It's a
Uh-oh. They just can't hit their threes, but another second chance point, but they turned it over. Buddy Hield set up Jimmy Butler. I ain't like that play. Bro, they got to be like 15% from the three. Get Buddy out the fucking game, bro. He ain't just messed up like 2-3 times.
He understands. Our leading scorer is struggling on the bench in Green with 5. Shane Goon needs some help. He's on the bench, or he's on the floor, but they have not gone to him. So Van Fleet is trying.
Post is in. Şengün now defended by Post, who swerves and trudges and hits the deck and is fouled on the play. 1:24 to go.
This chat killing me.
Post just off the bench. Pick it up. He had a 2-way contract that was converted to a regular deal. At the line will be Alperen Şengün. He's from Turkey. He was the 16th overall selection in his revenge.
Frank V breaking his ass off.
Earlier in the season, only 1 of 4 players averaging 19 points and 10 rebounds and 4 assists. So he's in some very nice company.
Nigga stalling or what?
Moisture off the floor with 1:24 to go. You could win $1 million with the perfect bracket. Make your playoff picks with NBA Pick'em Bracket Challenge presented by Castro. It's your chance to win big. Play free at NBA.com/bracket or on the NBA app. Brooks and Eason over there resting on the bench and doing it the line. Rebound Podziemski.
Another problem for the Rockets. Not only are you 3 of 20, 15% from 3, but you're only
Podziemski in and out.
Adams another defensive rebound right there. Offensive rebound moments ago, and he has come in and been cleaning the glass with 9 rebounds, 4 on the offensive end as he controls up top. Amen Thompson. Almost bobbled away. Rockets will still control. Shot clock at 6.
He'll keep losing the ball.
Rockets who haven't made the playoffs in 5 years. A lot of playoff experience on Golden State. One of our storylines coming in. It's Van Vliet. He does have a lot of playoff experience. So put this over Butler.
Oh my God, Van Vliet playing horrible.
Rebound inside. It's picked up by Smith. He tried to get out of.
Rockets got a couple bailout calls on that position.
Well, let's give Houston a lot of credit. How have they gotten back into this ball game?
Second chance.
The problem is that's where they have struggled tonight. Only 5.
Jimmy with 19, Steph with 25.
They've been more aggressive here down the stretch of this third.
Van Vliet with 7. Van Vliet 3 of 14, 1 of 8 from 3. He got 6 assists though. Yeah, get Hield the fuck out. Boy, they have 1 double-digit score. That's crazy.
Who played at least 50 games, who average at least 12 points a game. If you combine all those things together, 7 players, 50 games or more, and averaging 12 or more points, only one other team has done that since the merger. That was Milwaukee back in 81-82. So it showed you just the kind of progress they've made, what they've done, building through the draft, acquiring nice players, and there you can see those players.
And think about the loaded Western Conference.
Yes.
And for this team to be the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, and with all this young talent, I give Ime Udoka and
Every point game. They're making it a fight. I mean, it's important they close it almost to a 10-point game before the fourth. 2 for 1. Easy bucket. He missed. Warriors to get 1 more possession still. Jabari with an easy bucket. That might be one of the best half-court sets I've seen in a minute.
I remember a game earlier this year, the Warriors were up 25-plus points and found themselves in overtime.
It's Podziemski, corner three.
Oh my God.
Took it. Final seconds. It's Eason. He'll launch. Good if it goes. Just like that. Quarter has come to a close.
9-point game, but it could go either way. This game could get blown right back out of proportion, honestly. Or they could make a mean comeback. It's right at that point. It could go either way. But they put themselves in a good position to fight back, though. Being down 10 a lot better than 20. I'll tell you that much.
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packaging.
I wish I could have said I'm surprised that Steph Curry rewarded for being a 7 seed is getting to face the second worst, the worst second seed ever. I mean, it's like, even if you think they should switch, you think the Warriors should be the 7 seed? Or the 2nd seed and the Rockets be the 7th? It's like, the outcome will still be the same. And regardless, it's just the first round. You're going to either be the Lakers or Ant and the Wolves. You're going to have to be whoever come out from the other side of that bracket on the West, whether it's OKC, the Clippers, the Nuggets, who knows? Oh, man, that's not something, though. That's not something to laugh at. How that stimulus going? Dodie 6 says he's now homeless after losing his house. That fucking song with Kendrick ain't changed shit. I'm still from the 40s. I don't know if he said that personally. Somebody bring up an interesting point. They were just saying about Curry's first round appearance. It's a different post. Curry's 2015 ring doesn't count because Kyrie and Kevin Love was injured in the finals. But not only was it the bubble, Dragic was out, Bam was out. And I think some other people was out too.
Of things to make them a 52-win team. Moments ago, Allie caught up with Alperen Şengün of Houston.
Well, we certainly know in this league that no lead is too big. What did you guys say to one another to keep that confidence high and get back in this game?
I mean, we're playing hard right now. We've turned back the juice against us, so...
The scary part about it is, if the Rockets can figure out a consistent way to score with all that rebounding and defense that they could play, like there's another offensive rebound. They just can't finish. If they were able to finish that with all these offensive rebounds, this could get ugly. Because they're killing the boards, bro, especially on offense. They're getting 3 possessions to the Warriors 1. And you can't do that every game in the series and expect to win them all. That's just not gonna be able to. That's not gonna be a successful formula for the Rockets. I mean, for the Warriors. Excuse me. 7-point game.
Jabari Smith swats at that ball as Peyton was
7-point game.
Shot clock at 5.
All the athleticism on the floor here at that wing position. Smith, Thompson, Green. Then you've got the two bulldozers down low and Shane Goon and Adams.
Post to Curry. Thompson comes out on Curry. 3.
Oh my God, bro.
No way.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's twice. Shot
Uh-oh.
running down. A big
Uh-oh.
lead. Look, he's out here just having fun.
Curry looking scary, ain't gonna lie.
He's looking at the Texans quarterback sitting next to us, Şengün. Post to
He was looking at CJ Stroud. That's crazy. That was a huge shot.
Trying to keep Steven Adams. Look at the shot clock running down. Stephen Curry with his 4th made. Over here smiling. And then Thompson in his grill.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I play on the same team with that dude.
Yeah. I think they're saying it about each other. I think Curry has appreciated Butler as much as Butler has appreciated playing with the great Curry Adams at the line.
And a rare rest stop for Jimmy Butler, who's back on the floor now. He's up to 32 minutes with 10 to go.
So here's Curry, the highest scoring guard in NBA history.
He paced himself well this game, though.
38. Kobe was 36. Michael was 38. Curry's 37. And either Kobe or Michael at this age scored what he's averaging right now, which is 24 a game. Tonight he's got 28. No one's ever done it at the guard position scoring like Curry at this age. But that time it was swatted away as he took it in with the shimmy. Thompson.
That was a vet move, being patient in the paint for Steven.
Team be without Steven Adams, #1 on the offensive glass. But just his physical presence out here.
It's Podziemski for 3. Another rebound.
Open shot, though. You gotta love it.
And it's out to Jabari Smith. Adams, who didn't play last year because of a knee injury. Missed all of last season, has come back. Great acquisition. Podziemski just picked up his 2nd foul for the Warriors.
Pushing the pace there by Thompson. Steven Adams.
Adams is playing in his 67th playoff game tonight. 8th series. Smith fouled as he fired.
Rockets starting to get a friendly whistle now. Starting to even out for sure. It was mostly going the Warriors' way. But this whole end of the third to fourth quarter, it's been all them.
Very significant case with the kind of defense that he has brought to this team, especially since the Butler deal. Smith at the line. Let's take a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. And Tuesday,
Make sure 7-point game.
Game 2, Bucks and Pacers from Indy.
That we gotta wait Tuesday for that. Lakers and
Win in Game 1. And Tuesday on TNT, Grizzlies, Thunder, Wolves will be in Los Angeles for Game 2 against the Lakers. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Dame and Tyrese Halliburton was talking shit. Dame was saying Tyrese Halliburton that he sucked.
Right foot impeding the left foot there of Steven Adams.
He kept telling him that. Dame could come back, I think, this series, so it'll be interesting.
It's a 2-possession game.
You'll have to back up what he's talking.
8 and 5 for Smith.
I told you need to put Dillon Brooks on the bench.
Draymond Green. Podziemski a fake. A feed. Payton the 3. Rebound by
It's looking desperate.
Here comes
shots. Tonight, they're just not dropping.
Thompson will drive into Podziemski.
Oh, hard work from Adams.
Yeah, but they'll credit that to Steven Adams.
Adams will get it. 25-6 Houston run.
Adams fought for that shit. A lot of time left.
Podziemski fakes the three, maneuvers in, and finds Payton underneath with a sweet pass for two. Green peeling off the defense of Payton.
Good defense.
It's a rebound by Butler.
6-point game. If Warriors score right here is going to get real hard for the Rockets to keep making runs back. I thought that went in.
Jalen Green on the move.
Got numbers if you want them.
Adams, Butler almost took it away from behind, diving for the loose ball. Amen Thompson's got it. Thompson swerves by Curry. Inside it goes. Curry gets the ball. Ahead it goes. Payton on the release. And he comes in hot and high. And just like that, Golden State goes up by 8.
It's tough, man.
Game 1, fourth quarter. Curry the assist.
Back-to-back points for Gary Payton. It's tough, man. Every time they make a run, they come back in. The Warriors come back and respond.
After almost 4 years of treatments.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to hang it up in a second.
My mom was like, where do you want to go to celebrate? I'm like, let's go somewhere tropical. And then Pilot hopped in the intercom and started talking about me, and I was like, what is going on here?
My wife beat cancer too, and I wanted to celebrate his special moment. We brought him drinks and donuts. We all signed
Kate?
a card.
Look a dude I work with.
Fight, but you definitely finished it. I was smiling.
Oh, man.
Fight ever for sure.
That's how good leads the way.
An update is required. Financial system updating.
Hey.
System updated. We will dance together. The future of money is here. Feels good.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network for just $25.
Hey, man, I know y'all seen how Russell Westbrook put the team on his back. Shout out to the greatest point guard of all time.
Wait, new car? You need like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the coverage you need.
Glad I could help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If they go up by 15, I'm cutting the stream, ain't gonna lie. I'm a little tired.
Don't worry, DashPass saves you money on DoorDash, so you can skip the trip to the grocery store and stay right where you need to be. DashPass by DoorDash, your door to more savings.
Flavor. Everyone wants to taste.
The largest, the biggest. Black people, come eat our tenders, please. Pretty, please. We got some tenders, black folks. Come get them. Come and get them. You know you like your chicken, black folks. Don't you hear the music we playing? Don't you vibe out with it?
Get comfortable, but uncomfortable. It changes everything.
Don't it make you want some chicken? Don't it make you want some chicken?
We get a rebound. The only thing that matters is securing the rebound, right? They cannot score against us unless we turn it over and we're in a rush, right? Everybody, slow down, get the ball, get the space.
Golden State is the number 5 rebounding team in the league as it is. But rebounding has been a big part of this game, at least in terms of Houston coming back from a one-time 23-point deficit.
They're number 5 in rebounding, but they're being out-rebounded tonight by the number 1 rebounding team by 17 and getting crushed on the offensive glass, but yet they're up 8 because of the three-point shooting, and they're able to make free throws.
Starting 5 is out there right now for Golden State. Amen Thompson swarm. Smith a 3.
Jabari hooping.
Double figures now off the bench for Jabari Smith with 11.
Cutting with Butler. Green tried to feed. Moody cleans it up. Swarmed in the corner and out of bounds. With the shot clock at 10.
What a find here by Thompson, and what a shot.
Yeah, I think Jabari got to be in the starting lineup. Bring Dylan Brooks off the bench.
Rockets have fought back from a 23-point deficit to trail by 5. It's Draymond Green.
Curry off ball, good pick from Jimmy. Yeah, that got physical. The refs been like letting them play sometimes, and they'll be like tic-tacky. It's so weird. Cause they sure got tic-tacky to get the Warriors back, the Rockets back in the game. Okay, man, good shit. Let's see Curry. You know he was already hot a little bit. They fronting him early though. Good patience, Pazinski.
Get a blocking on Thompson. That's going to be number 4. They're going to take a look at this. Thompson remains down here. They're going to take a look. Ime Udoka, they're going to challenge this.
It's hard to tell with the angle they gave.
The Kia K4 and K5 represent
The biggest, the largest.
the next movement for innovation and the next movement for acceleration. The Kia K4 and K5 get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months.
What did Kevin Gates say about
I'm like, man, he one of the greatest
LeBron and Savannah
players to ever play the game. Right. But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like when soon as he walk out.
And then they say he losing in 5. He responded to Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates is like a 50 Cent Jr., bro. Like, just leave it alone. He too retarded. Try to go back and forth with him.
New junior chicken sandwiches. That's not the news. Including honey chipotle. Wait, there's still more. Are only $1.99. Okay, we gotta work on your timing, bud. Find junior chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I don't think Brooks want to get Curry upset, but they've been having the last like 2 possessions. They get the ball out of Curry hand quick with a double team.
99% of places. 99%?
I'm just glad they made it close. It was getting boring.
Baby. You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Well, fashion is cyclical. They'll be back. Right? Hopefully.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
Trust me, you are not going to want to miss this. Welcome to the little shop of Spring Magic, where anything is possible.
It's magical.
13 pastry prodigies will create stunning sweets. It's extreme. The baker who's got the magic touch.
This is taking me back to my childhood.
Will win it most magical.
I just seen a crazy overseas poster.
Now that's what I call spring magic.
That was a crazy dunk.
Championship tomorrow night at 8. See it first on Food Network. Stream next day on Max.
It's playoff time on TNT. Who's going fishing?
Lee about that. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Anthony Edwards said he want his smoke back for Luka last year.
Unsuccessful challenge by Ime Udoka and the Rockets. Thompson, yes, he kind of baited the Rockets into making that challenge there. Did not have a legal guarding stance as he came up on Podziemski. And now Thompson with 4 fouls. And now that allows the Rockets now to only have 1 timeout left here with a little over 6 minutes left, and it being a 1-possession game with Podziemski headed to the free throw line.
Let's see how this game wrap up.
Starting 5 on the floor for Golden State. Smith.
3-point game. These free throws huge right here.
For the Rockets, joining Amen Thompson and Van Vliet. Podziemski is at the line. 76%.
Yeah, Lakers defense is definitely sus.
Think about this for Ime Udoka. You've got your 2 best players and the 2 leading scorers on the bench in Jalen Green and Shane Goon.
DiVincenzo was hooping too. 4-point game. It's a long time.
This is a 4-point game here.
Green is on Adams.
Bad turnover from Adams. Steven Adams.
One of the best in the NBA at doing that. Golden State's defense. It's Podziemski to Green. And Smith is there. Jimmy Butler.
Steven Adams back holding Jimmy Butler.
Podziemski will drive. Jab. Feed. Moody. 2.
What a shot from Moody. That was clutch.
First field goal by Moses Moody. Almost a travel there by Podziemski.
I didn't really see the travel. 6-point game after Moody hit a big 2-pointer. Oh, shit.
It's Moody. Shot clock at 9.
Steven Adams, you guys sit down. Yeah, I agree. It was a bad matchup out there.
Podziemski got away with a 1-2. Wow.
They need more scoring out there.
That's no call.
Speaking of, as soon as I said that, it goes. Well, as soon as we both said that, Şengün came in.
Back-to-back buckets now by Thompson.
Yeah, I want to see him more aggressive. He don't really be looking for a shot enough for me.
Thompson's got 8. Curry with the ball. 28 points and 4 threes.
I need him taking at least 15 shots a game.
Now, and they blitz him. And Adams deflected it. And the ball's out of bounds. It is off of Houston.
And the problem is you can't challenge anything. You lost your challenge moments ago.
Shot clock is at 6.
And that absolutely was off the Warriors.
Oh, really? I seen it the other way.
It's Podziemski inbounding.
Oh, it definitely looked like it was off the Rockets from my ankle at first. He make that. It's over with.
Curry with a triple.
It's over with. Don't worry about it.
Talk about 2 players understanding what big moments are all about.
Don't worry about it. This game's over. 1 for 20, Van Fleet.
You just have a feeling Curry's going to go on one of those Curry flurries here.
Oh, good defense. Now, the Rockets got good defense. They just don't have no scoring, bro. But that's the thing about that. Give me confidence about the Warriors going into these deep rounds. If we get to any ugly games, like Curry and Jimmy going to be able to step up enough. I think it might be the high-scoring games we might have to worry about because there's only so many points Curry and Jimmy could put up. But close games, if they both get 30, that's already 60 points.
31 for Curry. Butler with 19. 24 for Şengün.
So, that's already 50 points in 2 dudes.
The other one off the bench. Jabari Smith with 11. He's got it now. Now he gives to Şengün.
Versus if they need to score like 110, even if they both score like 60.
Man, this defense
You need the rest of the team to score 50. That's a big difference. So if they can make some ugly games happen in these next couple series, I might have some faith in them going to the finals. And one. One for 21. What a horrible shot from Van Fleet. I would have been pulling him out the game. He's playing horrible. Wide open pass to Moody. In and out. What a rebound. What an attempt for Pajewski. Got a good rebound. That's all hustle. Back up 9. That was all Pajewski. Yeah, bro. They wasted space, man. Put Amon Thompson at the point guard. Put Jabari at excuse me, at the 4, and put Tari Eason or somebody in at the 2 or at the 3. Keep Van Fleet and Dillon on the bench and for the bench help. So when the guys come off the court, you got some guys that can come in that can still be hard vets that know how to run some shit. But starting wise, I mean, I know Van Fleet can go off. Don't get it twisted, but I don't know, man. I think we need to rely on the young guys. Because Tari, you got to think, when Tari Eason was in, he had like 3-4 turnovers in that first half, like just by himself. Like, and they kept leading the fast breaks, bro. Like, Dillon did have a couple of defensive stops, but Van Fleet, like, what? He not doing shit on defense for real. And he missing shots, so it's like, bro, get him out of there. Put him in Thompson in that point guard. Because he can run some shit. He not even that. He not that aggressive, so you don't got to worry about him, like, ball hogging. Like, he passed the ball a lot. And shit. Van Fleet ain't give you that much production scoring-wise, so it ain't like you going to miss it if Amon Thompson at the starting point guard position. And he way more explosive, and he going to push the – yeah. I think Amon should be our starting point guard, if you ask me. He going to keep that ball moving. He hella explosive. He hella quick. He hella twitchy. Get him in off them high pick and rolls that they was doing at the top of the half court or at the three-point line. Boy, Amon going to be hard to hell to stop. Versus Van Fleet, he coming off them pick and rolls slow as hell, looking to pass for real. He not attacking. Like, give Van Fleet the fuck out of there for real. Give Van Fleet the fuck out of there for real. Now that I'm just like mulling it over more, bro, Amon Thompson would be killing right now, bro, at point guard. Him and Şengün, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Then you got Jabari that could hit the 3 or slash along with like a Tari Eason, bro. Come on, bro. I think Tari got a little 3-pointer too, if I ain't mistaken. Yeah, I never liked when we signed these guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was cool with the Fred Van Fleet signing. I wasn't thrilled about it. Because at that time, I think we still had old dude that got that domestic case. Yeah, he'll be a great bench option because he'll be going against the second team, and if he streaky like he can be and actually scoring off the bench, that'd be huge. But he get paid so much, they don't want to put him on the bench. Because then if you want to try to trade his ass, it's like, shit, the value ain't going to be, they ain't going to get the value back unless versus if he a starter. And you getting rid of him with that contract. And I forgot about Jalen Green. I said Tari Eason. So it'd be Amon, Jalen Green. Oh, yeah, then Tari, Jabari, and Şengün. Yeah, that wasn't wrong. I thought I was tripping.
their starters on the floor. Here's Van Vliet. Tough night shooting for him. 3 of 16. Şengün. Shot clock at 7.
Is it the zone that the Warriors run that makes it so hard to get in the paint? Cause you got like they only getting 3-point shots for real as the Rockets. 2 for 12. I mean 2 for 11. By damn time, boy. 4 for 17 is crazy. What a pass. Another good pass. Moody, all his 7 points came in the fourth. That's clutch. That's what you, bro. That's what you call professionalism right there, bro. Ain't got shit going all game, but when you got to step up, you do, bro. Like, that's championship level basketball. Not just him scoring 7 points, but a guy being able to turn it on in the fourth like that when he ain't had shit going, bro. That's huge, bro. Not everybody could do that shit. That shit not easy. Jimmy with a big shot. It could have been an and one. 7-point, 9-point game. 2 minutes left. This shit's pretty much over. Every time the Rockets make a run, the Warriors hit 2 baskets after it. I ain't gonna lie. Flying low, bro. I hope you get that money, bro. Jimmy Butler pushing it. They ain't giving him no and ones, though. I ain't gonna lie. He could have had a couple and ones. Boy, you really thought you hitting that shit? Stop. There you go. There go your bucket right there. Oh, he pulled it back. 20-1. I gave it back to him. This it right here. He got to score right here. I don't think Curry won it. If he score here, that's your money. There you go, boy. There you go, boy. Good shit, boy. I'm about to say he probably ain't taking another shot after that. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably his last shot of the game. Good game from the Rockets, man. I mean, they're a young bunch. They missed a lot of shots. They played a really good game on defense and on the boards. They hustled their ass off. They just could not hit shots, bro. And that's unfortunate. But I think you got to get – at least Jabari got to get in the starting lineup for Dillon Brooks. Uh-oh, there go one more Jimmy bucket. Good shit. Yeah, that's scary, bro. Every time, it's almost like the Warriors playing with the Rockets, bro. Every time the Rockets made a run, the Warriors responded. From the beginning of the game, they went up 8. Warriors immediately responded. Warriors went up 8. They'll come back, make it a 4-point game. They go back up 13. They make it a 6-point game. They go back up 23. They cut it back down. They go back up 13. Like, it's just that looks scary for the rest of the future of this round at least. That just shows a different level of competition to me. They responded to every run, every single run the Rockets did. Like, bro, the Rockets had just cut the game down to 3. It'll be still for somebody. Hit 2 big shots. It's crazy, bro. Moody hitting shots. Easy 75 on a 3-man. Salute. Flying low. Salute. I ain't hit this week. I played yesterday and today, and I got close on 2 of them. Oh, hold on. I had 1 left. DeAndre Hunter. Oh, I had over. He played horrible. And then I had Tari Eason for 19.5. He didn't hit. He was like 0.3 under his fantasy.
56 of the 95 coming from those 2 that you just mentioned.
Warriors still went on the road. Tough.
Their fingerprints all over this in terms of the not only at the offensive end but defensively. Butler with 5 steals.
Yeah,
7 rebounds and
I didn't cook on none of these. Tari Eason missed by 2. Jabari needed one more fantasy score, like literally 1 more point on the fantasy score. But DeAndre Hunter didn't get shit going. Drew Holiday needed more rebounds. Tari Eason needed more rebounds. Jabari needed one more rebound, and if John Morant had hit one more rebound, my bad. If John Morant had hit one more 3 attempts, and if Jabari would have got one more rebound, I would have had $100. But close, but not close enough. But I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate it. You said the MLB be hitting. I gotta tune in, bro. I ain't really had that much money to be playing around. I just threw some money in recently, just because the playoffs started. But next couple of days, I'll probably get back in the. I appreciate you tuning in, Flying Low. You're a real one, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Go watch me some baddies. Head ass. Warriors still won on the road. That's tough.